Welcome, Nerds and Nerdettes, to Gaming Nerds Podcast, Episode 6. Today, on June 15th, 2018. I'm your host, Matt, and with me is...
I'm Michael, and Matt took the reins from me, you guys. What the fuck?
Yeah, he wasn't very good with the mutiny, so I just was like, nah, I'll take back over.
Yeah, I lost my buddy Landon. Yeah.
Yeah, so, Landon, he's a little bit busy. He's been making a game lately.
It's a pretty badass game.
And,
pretty alpha. We broke it. Me and Matt broke it.
Mainly, I broke it because I was like, hey, you could spam this button. It's a battle royale game, and he has a storm just like all the other battle royale games. And I was like, hey, if you spam this button, you can go past the storm.
Yeah, it's not a typical BR game. This is like a Skyrim BR game, where you craft and you make weapons, you make armor.
You actually have quests too.
You have quests. And if you do die, because it is everyone against everyone, so if you do die, you retain your items, so you can go back to the starting area, craft if you need to, and then go back on.
Yeah, that helps. So, yeah, this episode's going to be pretty long because it's about the E3. Everything that we've seen at E3.
Which wasn't, if you guys actually have been following us, we knew like 95% of the stuff coming up. There was so many leaks this year. Like, if E3 was a boat, it would have sank in the middle of the ocean. There was so many leaks.
Thanks, Walmart.
Right? Oh, shit. So, we all know what E3 is. It's a giant gaming community coming together to release their next map of pretty much the remaining of 2018 and the 2019, starting of 2019 roadmap. And oh my god, I think everyone decided that they need to release at the start of the year.
Let's just
they're following Monster Hunter's fucking lead from last year, or from this year.
Yeah,
it's the start of the year and you make all this money, so everybody jumped on that bandwagon.
Yeah, let's just say that when you're doing E3, I got a gaming boner.
Just put it that way. You know what I got? Exhaustion. Fucking doing all those live recordings all at back to back. Dear God, that was a lot of work.
Well, I was for some of them. I wasn't for a few. Yeah, being a dad and stuff, I'm off and on. But
not even that. All the technical goddamn difficulties that come with it.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
By the way, I got a new I'm ordering a new processor, so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I'm ordering? Nothing. I'm broke. You know why? Because E3 has maybe come to conclusions I'm going to have to spend $200 a month on fucking video games. Fucking Christ.
Didn't you just get paid?
Yeah, I'm broke already. Bills. Fucking bills.
Yeah.
No, that is.
Yep, I do. Just like I have, I think I got like $20 left in my wallet, which I might go throw in the bank account just so I can go buy wraps.
Right? You know, one day this podcast will make us money. That's a fucking far off wish, but maybe if we can get a community going, you guys like us, review us, subscribe,
give us
do all that fun jazz, right? Spread the name, word, something, help us out. I mean,
I've been trying to spread it at work too. Even work's like, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, me and Matt are pretty cheap ass gamers because, sorry for that podcast, I didn't really mean to take their name, but yeah, we're cheap ass gamers. Hell, we game share. So if I can't afford a game, but Matt has a little bit of extra money, he'll buy the game so we both can play it.
Mm-hmm.
I say vice versa. If I buy it, he gets it too. Mm-hmm. Because we game share. We're cheap.
we did the free week with Rainbow Six Siege. We liked it.
Yep.
So
you bought it.
Alright, I bought it.
And now we play it. We haven't played it at all in a while because of E3. Fucking E3.
Yeah. E3 took up most of the time, and it's like,
And Black Ops. Now Black Ops 3 is free on PS4. If you have PS4, guys, or if you guys have PlayStation Plus, Black Ops 3 is free. So, for a limited time. So get it now while you can.
Actually, I think it's over with now. I think it ended on the 15th.
Maybe. I know it was only PlayStation Plus for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So. But if you guys got it in that time frame, you have it. And Black Ops 3 is a damn good multiplayer game.
It ain't bad. Better than what I thought.
Yeah, you gotta get used to the movement of being not boots on the ground. It was one of the first games that wasn't boots on the ground.
Well, it's not. Well, Advanced Warfare came out before then.
Did it? I thought Black Ops 3 came out and then
Advanced Warfare
Black
first,
Ops 3,
then Black
then
Ops
Infinite.
3.
Yeah, then it was Infinite.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
But no, it's not that. I just have to get used to the maps.
That too. I dominated that game.
I've been doing a lot. I was doing a lot better when it came to kills and the movements and stuff. It was just I had to get used to the maps more.
Yeah. So the thing with Black Ops 3, guys, well, for me, I'm a spawn hunter. In that game, there's only 3 spawn points normally on a map, and if you know how to run back and forth between the 2 spawns, well, you're gonna fucking dominate.
I forget which level it was, but it has that metal, pretty much shed in the middle, and it's got the 2 entrances on the side. I forget which level it's called, but I literally.
You're talking about French? Where you have one house on the side, on one side you have the barn, on the other side you have the...
No.
Okay.
No. This was something different, and I was it's kind of a, one building's kind of burnt down and got holes in it and stuff.
Damn. Is it, on the back side of the map, is it the one I told you to follow me on? The map that I told you to follow me on? Where...
No, I don't believe so. It's the one
was it snowy?
No.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's not standout or standalone or what it's called.
Anyways, I remember just being in this metal shed area in the middle, and I just sat there in this corner, pointing my gun at the door. Mind you, guys, I only camped because this was my second game, and I'm just pointing at the door, and there's literally people coming in. I'm just taking them out. I'm like, okay, drop, and they didn't even come through the back door and
Oh, breach.
Yeah, breach.
That's what it is, okay.
They came through the back door and they didn't even notice me, so I was like, okay, get you in kill that one. I think I got 6 kills before they finally caught me.
Yeah, and that's an old school camping area. I don't know if very many people do it now in that spot. But
I did, it worked.
Yeah, it works really well. Especially if the people don't know you're there. And if you keep switching sides, oh fuck, it throws them off. Because then they think, oh, he moved on or he died. And they walk in and they get fucking blasted because you're still there. So.
I wonder if I'll find a new hiding spot no one else has, like I did with.
I don't know. That game came out in 2015,
yeah.
And we don't even have the season pass. Well, I have one of them. I don't have the other 3.
I mean, like I did with in Nuketown with Black Ops 2. Remember, I found that one spot that no one used. What?
Fuck Nuketown. I forgot Black Ops 3 has Nuketown.
No.
And shit.
It has New 3 Town.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh
yeah.
No, it's. Remember, I found that little like, oh look, there's a desk that no one ever uses here. Let me just sit here and kill everybody. And then when they come up the stairs, I had the C4 that was like thunk.
Yeah. And then after that, someone finally kills you after you got like 12 kills before you died.
I got 14. It was 14 in a row. Someone finally killed me.
And then they took a spot. And then every game after that, we always found out people hiding there.
Yep. I was like, I made something.
Fucking bastards.
Yeah, I got 14 kills in a row. Because I was literally like one away of getting the chopper, the chopper gunner. That was like 15 kills.
Yeah. Alright, so do we want to start talking about this E3?
Well, yeah, let's get it over with.
We're 10 minutes in talking about Black Ops 3, but hey, I guess that does count for E3 because it did come out for E3.
Yeah.
So, so let's start with our predictions. What we thought for our predictions. So our First show was EA,
okay.
which we really didn't care too much for the predictions for EA, but we'll say...
Now, are you saying predictions for all overall or for each category? EA, Square?
Just, I'm going to go category to category.
Okay.
And then we'll jump to the presentation afterwards.
Okay, I was going to say, because overall, there were some games that they didn't show in there that I was hoping they'd show in there.
Oh, I know. We'll get to that when we get to the conference. But EA showed more than I thought they were going to show. I mean, that's one thing. So, Matt, for predictions, we knew Anthem was going to be there. We knew Battlefield 5 was going to be there, so I didn't ask you about that. I asked about Dragon Age 4. You said NA. You said no/NA. Battlefront 2 DLC. You said you didn't know it / didn't care. Need for Speed. You said a 2020 release if they were going to show anything. Titanfall 3. You said NA / no. Respawn Star Wars. You said yes, and Unravel 2. You said no. Do you want to go over the EA presentation?
Sure. One of them I was completely wrong on, and that was Unravel 2.
Yeah, you were 100% wrong. They ghost dropped it.
Yeah, I was like, Unravel 2? I'll take that.
Right? And Matt's got me playing Unravel 1, so next week, I should have it beat next week, and I'll talk about that. And then me and Matt are probably going to do some live streams for Unravel 2, if we have it by then.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
I told him he should really play 1, so we can both discuss it before I get 2.
Oh yeah, and before we get too far ahead of this, guys, just so you know, there isn't any game news this week, and we're not talking about any games that we're playing this week. We're not going to talk about unless it relates to E3, because there's just so much E3 news, you guys. It's E3 week,
Yeah.
so just giving you guys a little heads up. If you were wondering about gaming news, this might not be the episode for you. But if you want to hear E3 news, this is definitely the episode for you.
If you missed E3.
Yeah. So.
Which, how could you if you call yourself a gamer?
Yeah, me and Matt missed a lot of it, but we went back and watched it. And then if you guys did miss it, you guys can go to our YouTube page and watch all the shows except PC and our live reactions. Well, some of Matt's live reactions and then my live reactions. Matt had to work / technical difficulties with this camera.
We had technical difficulties with one. That was, I believe it was Microsoft, wasn't it?
No, we got all... Oh, yeah, Microsoft. Man. I had to watch that one twice.
Because we had the greatest reactions ever.
And we lost it all.
Technical difficult, and we lost it all.
We didn't realize that Matt's computer his CPU was messing up really bad. So him streaming and recording at the same time, it would just stop, freeze the entire time. I was like, oh, we can't put that out.
So it's like I can do one or the other. Right now, I'm doing the stream.
And I'm recording.
Just for backup.
So just in case. Oh, mainly for our audio listeners too. That's the thing.
Man, forget those audio listeners. They need to be watching us on YouTube, and then if we can ever get on Black Jelly Bean Productions.
Yeah, you never really did explain that to me, but you'll have to explain that to me after the podcast is over.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so Unravel 2 Ghost dropped.
Giggity.
Battlefield 5, their big news for that one.
VR mode?
They did it, you guys. They fucking did it. This is a fake smile. I'm not happy about this. This is a very...
Hey, you know what's funny? I'm going to skip ahead just a tiny bit. Nintendo, when they talked about Smash, the good thing they didn't say, oh yeah, by the way, this Smash has a BR mode.
Isn't Smash technically a BR? I mean, it is all against all.
Yes.
Last man standing.
Yes, but it's not like, oh look, let's do a 50 versus 50.
They've had a 50 versus 1 before.
It's the tournament, and that's different.
No, I was thinking like the storyline where you have the
storyline. I'm talking about just a 50 versus 50.
But you know what I'm talking about, like the Yoshis or whatever, and I mean, technically, I guess if we want to get literal, Smash Bros. Was kind of one of the first last man standing games for the N64. Technically. But yeah, so...
They had Poi Poi for the PS1.
I love that game.
I seen it at the game store here, but they want like almost $200 for it.
Goddamn classics.
They're like, hard to find. I'm like, I'll just emulate that shit.
Right? So, but yeah, so Battlefield 5 dropped their BR mode. We don't know anything about it. That's all we know. They didn't say anything on it. They said, yeah, Battle Royale mode is coming. Because you guys wanted it.
I didn't ask for it.
I know. I thought I heard crickets when you said that. I was like, who asked for Battle Royale mode? But, you know, why not? Battlefield 5's going to have Battle Royale. Call Up. Black Ops is going to have Battle Royale. Why not? It's fucking... Hey, how about Sims 4 have Battle Royale?
That'd actually be pretty fun.
Let's just put Battle Royale in everything. It's a cash cow. Why not? If you want your game to succeed, build a Battle Royale mode in it.
Well, I mean, look at Landon. He's making a Battle Royale.
But he's making a Skyrim Battle Royale, practically.
Yeah, you got a point there.
And then, of course...
Maybe Elder Scrolls 6 has a BR.
We'll get to that later. Get all Ubisoft dropping us a fucking Elder Scrolls 6.
Just a teaser for it.
Yeah, probably won't be till next gen.
I think it's going to be like 2025, to be honest.
I think it's going to be a system seller for next gen.
Yeah.
2021. But something like that. And obviously they showed their... On EA, they showed their sports games. NBA Live, Madden, FIFA. They had all that.
If anyone's wondering, this face is like, I don't care.
Yeah. Matt's not the sports guy. I'm the sports guy. And I'm just like, eh.
Hey, now, granted, I do play a few of the sports games and I've had fun with them. Like
not EA.
What?
Not EA games.
Yeah, I downloaded your Madden.
You did?
And I played that for a bit.
You got a point.
And then I also played WWE.
That's not EA.
I know that's not EA, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, and then this is one that you're excited for. I know I am too. Respawn Star Wars.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, I wonder. My thing is I wonder the story. Is, are you going to be a Jedi that's going bad? Or are you going to be like the last Jedi trying to rebuild the Order of the Jedi?
Well, the way that he was talking about it, it's in between 2 and 3 when the Jedi's were being...
It's 3 and 4.
Okay, 3 and 4. When the Jedi's were being hunted. So, I believe he said you're going to be a Jedi, and you're going to be one of the last Jedis, I'm assuming? Something like that. So that's what I got from it, by his interview. I wish he would have announced if it's going to be a legit RPG.
That's what we need. We need a new RPG like Battle of the Old Republic.
Old Republic and stuff. Yeah,
Battle of the Old Republic, not just the Old Republic itself, which is the online version.
Yeah, that's what I really personally. Well, I'm not a Star Wars fan. Sorry, guys.
Do me a favor. Could you raise your camera just a bit? Thank you.
Got excited. I didn't lean forward. But no,
it's fine leaning forward. You just like this much is cut off.
Oh God. Yeah. So it's like me. I'm not a Star Wars fan. But when it comes to their RPGs, if they do it right, they can put one hell of a good RPG together.
Like right now, Michael's at the lucky point. He's got an Xbox One X. He could, if he wanted to, buy Knights of the Old Republic for the original Xbox, pop it in his Xbox One X and play it.
They have to do that. I said to download it.
Yeah, he download it.
On the Game Pass, on the last Game Pass release in the start of June, they added like 5 Star Wars games, and that's one of them.
Yeah, and it's, it's like, I wouldn't mind going back to play that.
And it's supposed to be Xbox One enhanced, meaning that they kind of enhance the graphics a little bit. Make it a little bit playable.
To be honest, it's like, how exactly do they do that? They can only upscale it so much without it looking like dog shit.
I think they just add a little bit of pretty paint to it.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of pretty, there was one game that I seen that was absolutely gorgeous. By Square.
On Square, yeah. Well, they showed it on every conference.
Yeah.
Except EA's. Except EA's. Oh yeah, so you guys, if you want to play a good mobile game, EA also dropped Command and Conquer Alphas. I'm not a mobile game guy. I kind of fell asleep during their match that they had. It looked cool. It's not for me.
I'd rather play Command and Conquer on the computer.
I wouldn't even play Command and Conquer on the computer.
Why?
It's just not for me.
I'm an RTS guy. So are you.
So am I, but not when it comes to that kind of RTS.
Yeah, you're right. You like the like Warhammer RTS or the what was the RTS that you and I played quite a bit of? I don't think we played together, but like you played quite a bit at my house.
That was an Age of Empires.
It was Age of Empires 3.
It was one of the original Age of Empires, yeah.
Yeah, it was Age of Empires 3. That's right.
StarCraft. I'm into that.
Which that series died out. That was originally supposed to go up to 5. Because if you get the collector's edition and you look at the old book, you look at the back, it has Age of Empires 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 5 was supposed to be space.
Man, that would have been. And then they have all these talks about coming out with 3. It's like, I don't care about 3. Don't think about coming out with another 3. Where's my 4?
Well, they already re-enhanced 1, re-enhanced 2, so they might as well re-enhance 3 and then be like, alright, now we're going to drop a 4.
Well, that's the thing. If they're re-enhancing them, to try to bring them back in the public eye and make a little bit of money so they can make that 4th, then let's do it. You know? But, yeah. And then EA finished the conference with their big game. With the big game. The game that I had no interest in whatsoever until I saw it.
Anthem?
Anthem. Now I'm curious. It's piqued my interest. I'm not gonna say I'm sold on it yet.
I ain't.
But it's getting there. And also I listened to a gaming podcast and they played it a little bit. What's Good Games? Give them a shout out. Because you know they'll probably never hear this podcast anyways. But
they'll probably never give us a shout out. But whatever.
Yeah.
If they do, I'd be really freaking surprised.
All right.
Like,
they played it. They played it a little bit, and they described their gameplay. And I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about it after I talk about Anthem here. But so Anthem's got some pretty ballsy mechanics that they're going to try to pull off.
Everyone loves ballsy mechanics.
Yeah, we all know how fast it falls on its face too. That's the reason why I'm not really sure if I want to.
Sorry, everyone, if I'm going light and dark, but I changed my tabs. I got one that brightens everything up.
I got cats murdering themselves outside again, so. Yeah, I mean, you guys can see my cat in the background probably. He's freaking out, looking back and forth. But yeah, so Anthem, one of their ballsy mechanics is that everyone shares an environment worldwide. So what that means is that if it's storming on your game, it doesn't matter where you're at in the real world, it's storming in the real world. So they're going to have multiple servers, but all the servers are sharing the exact same
And I'm not
environment.
sure how I feel about that.
So,
like, I understand that they're going to have multiple servers, but that's still going to do a huge, huge load on the servers.
yeah. I mean,
let's say each server holds 10,000 people. You get, let's say they have 10 servers, they fill up 5 of them, that's 50,000 people. And while doing that, you know, the dynamic weather where they all share the same weather, it's like, you gotta realize that's gonna be a huge strain. You got 50,000 people on, these multiple servers, plus all this. Not a good combo.
no!
And then you got all the weather on top of it. By the way, never mix beer and coffee.
Fuck, that was stupid. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know either. I didn't say anything.
No, at first it was alright. And then it tasted like I just took a hard shot of Monarch vodka.
What?
Yeah, that was like...
still, there's like 5 main alcohols that if I smell, I get sick from.
Me, it's red rum. Fucking murder.
Yeah, red rum, Parrot Bay,
Monarch.
Monarch. Trying to remember that. Oh, Bacardi 151.
Gold or just basic?
Gold.
Gold fucks me up. You guys fucked me up on my birthday with that shit.
I mean, what?
Fuck. Yeah, I can't drink Bacardi 151 anymore.
And, what was that other one? Oh, Tarantula.
I drink that shit out of the bottle sometimes. Not anymore. It's too sugary. It's too sugary
anymore. The only one
anymore.
that I can drink, like, straight from the bottle is Amaretto.
Never had it.
You never had, like, you never had, like, Di Serono?
No.
Di Serono on the right? Oh, dude. You mix some Di Serono, cranberry juice, you're fucking good.
So I think of that.
Sorry, this is a gaming podcast, not a drinking podcast.
Well, you know, it's Friday night, 9:30. Gotta have a couple beers probably. After a week that I've had. Jesus fucking Christ.
You ain't the only one. Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, back to Anthem. I digress. So they're also going to do...
Sorry,
Facebook.
everyone. That's Landon messaging me.
Oh, if he wants to jump in, tell him to come on in.
Alright, I'll ask him if he wants to jump in.
Fuck. I mean, we're not very far in. I mean, well, we are, but
I'm sure the stream wouldn't mind.
no, not at all. So back to Anthem. This part, I am so confused of how they're gonna pull it off. The way they made it sound, I don't know.
Sorry.
They're mixing multiplayer and solo together.
Yeah, that's odd to me.
So you're gonna have your storyline missions that are solo, and then to progress in the story, you have to go out with the multiplayer. You have to go out with the group. So it's like that's forcing you to be in a party with people. But some people don't mind that. Me, I'm shy in real life and I'm shy on games. I don't like partying with people I don't know. I don't like randos. So that
I'm the same way. It's like I'm super shy. It's like I'll get into people or I'll get into games where I'll have my headset on and there'll be people talking with me and I'm like, and turn the headset off.
Yep, I'm the same way. Even if like we're playing Siege or whatever, and that's where it's like, oh, we probably should talk to the other guys. I'm like, no, probably not. It might help us in the long run to win the round, but no, that means I gotta deal with them. But and then events. So they're gonna have random events. Like, if you guys play Destiny, you guys know what these events are. But these events have a little bit more of a consequence. So let's say this is just a random thing, but let's say that you have a bomb. You have to stop a bomb from going off in one of the major towns. And you guys fail to do that. The bomb goes off. Well, that town is ruined for everybody. It doesn't matter what server you're on, that town is gone. So
there is
event actually change everything.
There is one game that I looked up that I got more info about that I was interested in that you were like, what the hell is this game?
Okay, if it's what I think it is, wait till we get to Xbox.
What do you think it is?
Jump Force?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what you had to say about that. Because I am super curious about that game.
Find out more stuff about it. Now, if anyone listening, if I am wrong, send us an email saying, no, this is wrong, but this is just what I found out from doing research on it. So, we'll wait till we get to Microsoft for that.
Yeah. And then, in the Anthem's classes, they got Ranger, Colossus, Interceptor, and Storm. So I don't really know too much about the classes. I know Colossus and Ranger. Because what's good games, gotta play the game for an hour. Hi, Paxton. I see that big smile. So they gotta play for an hour, so I kind of know a little bit about them. There's no loot boxes, no money for power, so they're not asking for money in this game. EA has learned their lessons out of all the EA games that we saw over at EA Conference. There is no loot boxes. You can't pay for power-ups or guns or anything like that. That's all gone. You can pay for cosmetics, but other than that, that's about it. So one thing about this game that I like, that I've heard so far, is the class system. So, a ranger, they're distant attackers, they don't have very much life, and they're super agile.
A ranger?
Yeah.
So, whoa. So, hold on there. I just sending Landon a message. You're telling me that they made rangers rangerly, where they're like, let's have distant attacks and technically be a glass cannon.
Yep. So
stronger than a wizard.
Yeah, they have and they're super agile. Like, I guess when you pick up the controller and play them a little bit, they are speedy as all hell, but it feels natural. It's not like it's out of control. I can't control my characters fast. They are super fast, but it feels right. It feels perfect. A tank, the Colossus, he's a moving fucking tank, literally. So here's an example of his life, by my understanding. So a ranger, let's say the ranger gets hit 4 times, he's dead. The Colossus, you have to hit him
a walking tank.
You have to hit him 100 times before he dies. That's the life difference. So he is a freaking bullet sponge. But if you actually see what the Colossus wears in real life, or in the game, not real life, you see what the Colossus wears compared to everybody. See what the Colossus wears compared to everybody else. Their armor can fit 3 people in it. I mean, their armor is just huge. So, but the mobility is cut massively by at least 75%. So them, they're clunky and they feel clunky, but they're super powerful. When you move, sorry for the audio listeners, you can't see this, but when you move slowly back and forth, and you lock super slow because you're huge.
I heard about that. That must be the class, because I follow quite a few YouTubers and quite a few of them live in the Seattle area, and they went to E3. They went to E3, and when they went to E3, they were talking about, one of them was talking about, it's actually, her name's Kelsey, she owns Pink Gorilla in Seattle, but she...
Shout out.
She'll probably never listen to this, but Kelsey Lewin, check her out on YouTube. She was saying that it felt like almost when you play like a shooter, but you have lag. Like you're moving and you're just like, bleh. Like she thought at first when she was playing, because there's so many people playing around it, that there was lag going on.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the way that character should be, though. I mean, their armor is probably 500, 600 pounds of just pure steel on them. They're a tank, literally. So they should be moving fast. That's the point of the Ranger and the Interceptor and Storm. I mean, you're going to do a lot of damage with this character, but you're going to sacrifice mobility. Massive mobility suffrage on this, which I like. I appreciate. I don't think a tank should be freaking charging in a battle with all this armor and stuff and being just as fast as everybody else.
No.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
So
I do think a tank though should be, even if they didn't want to make them super strong, if they were like, oh, you know, let's sacrifice a little bit of his damage, but he can absorb all this damage himself. That, let's say a ranger does 100 damage, and the what's the name of the other one again?
The tank, the Colossus.
The Colossus does only 50.
But
he can take more hits than the ranger can. So you feel like, okay, you're doing more damage output.
Yeah.
Because you can stand there and be like 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, while the ranger's like 100, 100, run, 100, 100, run.
Right. So, but yeah, the flight mechanics, I guess, are super smooth.
Right back.
Yep. The flight mechanics, I guess, are super smooth. It feels really good to fly. and the everyone's comparing their fighting to, or not fighting, the combat system to Destiny. Everyone's comparing this game to Destiny. It's a Destiny clone. And that's what I thought it was too. After seeing this EA conference on it, I'm thinking it is, but it's not at the same time. Their combat, I guess, is just as good as Destiny, if not a little bit better. It's fluent. They have, it's from BioWare, so they have what Mass Effect did. They have their primers and detonators. So you throw an ice grenade down, and then you throw a fire grenade, or somebody else on the other team will throw a fire grenade, and both of them, when the ice grenade hits, freezes, the other one, the fire hits it, and you'll cause an explosion. So they have the detonators and everything like that brought in from Mass Effect, which I think is cool. They're bringing some of that Mass Effect influence, since it is BioWare, into it to help out. So Mass Effect has a good storyline, so I'm hoping Anthem will also bring that in too. Has a joke, there is no banging in this game. They didn't bring in all the romance like Mass Effect has all that romance and stuff. They didn't bring that into Anthem. But there is another game that has taken over the romance section of BioWare, and we'll talk about that later. So, talking about BioWare and Anthem.
I heard.
Yeah. So, the Microsoft show. Let's do our E3 predictions. Oh, what'd you think of the EA's conference? Pretty good for what it was?
I thought, actually,
for EA, anyways?
For EA, it was good. Can I give you just an overall what I thought of all of EA?
Good.
I thought all of EA, overall, was bad. Some individual ones were good, but I think EA, or not EA, excuse me, not EA, E3, all of E3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
all of
yeah.
E3, not EA. All of E3. I think all of E3 was bad, to be honest. EA was pretty good. Microsoft was pretty good. Square Enix was okay. But
don't get me started on Sony. We'll talk about that when I get to Sony.
Overall, E3, I feel like E3's dying.
This year was a bad year for E3, and I think it was because of all those leaks. There was no surprises.
I think, to be honest, I could see not 5 years, but even just 2 years. Just two years, I could see E3 not being a thing anymore.
No, there'll still be E3.
I think what it will be is I think it will be like Square Enix has their, kind of like how Nintendo's been having their own directs, having multiple directs. I think
Xbox is doing that now too.
Yeah, I think Xbox and Square and Microsoft and all them will be like, oh, we're just gonna have our own individual that we can show, and they don't have to rent a stage or rent a place. They can just be like, here's the stuff, here's people talking about it. I think that's how each one of it's gonna be. I
think they will implement that here sooner or later. But I think they're going to do it all around the same time, so technically it'll still be like an E3, but they're doing it on their terms. Where, like Nintendo did it online, so they didn't even have a conference. They didn't have to rent out an area to do theirs. They just pre-recorded it and threw it up.
Right.
I think that's.
And what sucks is it's going to be bad for big YouTubers because they're not going to have booths anymore where you can go try these games and whatnot. They're literally going to be like.
Oh, they'll still have that stuff.
I don't think so, because they still gotta rent a place and all.
Yeah, no, I think they'll still have that kind of stuff because that's what PAX does too. PAX has the boost, the gaming boost. You can go and play some of the indie games and the upcoming games and so like that. I still think that
PAX is a lot different than E3.
No, but they still have that kind of stuff there. Not like E3, not like E3.
But PAX has more booths than E3 does. E3 is more for conferences.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking indie game wise. It's mainly indie games, not big games like.
But what I mean is, I really don't think they're even gonna have booths. I think if they have anything, they might send out instead of doing booths, they might just be like, oh, here's a demo copy of the game we want you to try out to this YouTuber. So let's say we get big on YouTube or whatever, and they're like, what 2 games do you want to try the most? and we're like, let's say there's a new Spider-Man and a new FPS that we all want to try. They'll be like, okay, we send you all a demo for the FPS, and you can only play like the first act all together, and the first like 3, and you can play Spider-Man. You can play like the first 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
and the people won't even send it. They'll probably just be like, here's a code, download it.
Yeah.
So they can regulate it better.
I think in the next few years, E3, we'll still have an E3, but we're transforming. To us, E3 the last few years, like me watching getting into E3, like the last 4 years, 5 years, when I knew E3 was what E3 was, it was all about the surprises. Like, holy shit, I can't believe this is coming out. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was a couple in E3 this year that got me doing that. But overall, I think in the next year, we're not going to have hardly any surprises. If any at all, maybe one. I think everyone's going to get on top of these leaks and just say, hey, do what Sony did this year. Hey, this is what we're showing. Here, this is it.
See, I don't even think there's going to be leaks. I think what's going to happen is, again, I think it's just going to be like, instead of waiting for one day, Square or Microsoft or whoever's just going to be like, yeah,
Square won't be.
I'm just saying, or like even Nintendo, they'll be like, yeah, here's the games that we're working on. We'll show more about it on this day along with everybody else. Like, I think what's going to happen is they're going to tell us about it, here are the confirmed games, but then it's going to be, we'll show you actual gameplay on it later. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, this E3 kind of sucked. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucked.
Last year's wasn't that better.
It had a lot better surprises.
Yeah.
Not as many leaks. It wasn't a sinking ship. Fuck, it was sinking, but it wasn't like this.
Alright, on to Microsoft.
Yeah, we'll announce who we thought won each conference too, and we'll announce like what we thought was the best game shown and like that towards the end. I think me and Matt are pretty much consistent of what game was the best one shown. I'm pretty sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
You want to start us off?
Sure. Sorry, I was scrolling down a little bit to look at a few things. Oops. First one is Halo Infinite.
Yeah. Our predictions first, real quick.
Oh, right.
So we knew some of those games that were confirmed weren't actually there, which I'm kind of GameSpot was on their best thing, but we knew Anthem is shown there.
Anthem got shown on EA.
EA, and that was the only one. Battlefield 5 got shown. No, it didn't. Battlefield 5 didn't get shown there.
Not on Microsoft.
Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it did.
They showed the storylines. Yeah. Beyond Good and Evil 2 was shown. Was it? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Not on...
It was on Microsoft. It said world premiere. It was a world premiere.
I thought it was on...
It was on... No, it was on world premiere.
Or, it was on reception. It might have. I don't know. It was there. It just wasn't... Okay. Defiance wasn't there. Destiny 2 DLC didn't get shown. Yes, it did. Division 2 got shown. Remedy's game wasn't there. Not Microsoft anyways. It was later on. Shadow of the Tomb Raider wasn't there on that. Transference was. Warhammer was. Yeah, I'm not going to say what was confirmed. We'll just go through our predictions here. Halo 6, you said yes, Matt. Gears 5, you said yes. Fable 4, you said yes. Forza Horizon, you said you didn't care. Sea of Thieves content roadmap. PUBG new maps. Crackdown 3 release date, which we found out a couple days before E3 that the release date came out for that. Soul Calibur, you said character reveal. Borderlands 3, you said no. And have a JRPG coming, new IP. So we'll go through this. So
Halo Infinite, technically Halo 6. I was right.
Yes, you were right. There is, which we both were on the same consistent on that one. We knew there was a new Halo. They didn't call it 6, they called it Infinite. And what do we know about this game, Matt?
Jack shit.
Yeah, we know Master Chief has his helmet off. And that's it.
I know he doesn't have Cortana. I know that for sure.
Huh?
He doesn't have Cortana anymore.
Nope.
Since he destroyed Cortana in 5.
Yep.
Spoiler, anyone.
Yeah, I still need to go back and beat it. I will sooner or
I
later.
beat it and I know the ending.
Yep. Ori and the Will of the Wisp was shown, which looks really good. It's a platform game, so I probably won't ever play it.
I will.
Yeah.
I like me some platformers. Shadow died twice.
Yeah, that's that From Software game, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
One that I'm probably not going to get.
Yeah, me either.
I hate to say it, everyone, I mean, I've played Dark Souls and stuff, and I don't think it's bad for how it is. You know, I went in the mindset of knowing that this is hard. But then I played Neo, and that turned me off of all of From Software games. Because, again, I expected it to be hard, but I didn't expect it to be retarded. It's like, okay, I have to go and change my fighting style in the middle of combat, and he takes for God ever to change, so it's like, I go from high to low, and he's literally like, swing, and then he goes down to drop, and then it's like, okay. And if you get hit within doing that, it stops it, so you have to step back and then drop it.
Yeah, I'm just not into those games that make me want to break my controller every time I die.
And see, that's why I stay away from like Dark Souls and stuff. You know, it's like
Dark Souls, like, Bloodborne.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, oh, let's play. Da 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 da. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Go up to one boss and he goes, oh, you're dead.
But to be honest, I got Dark Souls on my computer, but I have it modded to where I have infinite life. So if I really want to play Dark Souls and not have to worry about dying, I could. But hey, I heard the story of Dark Souls is pretty good.
The non-existent story, you mean?
Yeah, I'm halfway through it. I'm like, what story are these guys talking about?
It's non-existent. It's like super hidden.
Yeah, it's one of those games that you really have to read the lore and pay attention to the lore.
I don't have to read. I don't play a game to sit there and read most of it. And yet, this is coming from a guy that loves JRPGs. I
was just gonna say those JRPGs where you find a book and it's like that long and much shit to read, and it's like, I don't really want to read this, and then you like, okay, I got through. You click A and you think it's done, and no, you realize you have like 5 pages to read, and it's like, no, not gonna read the whole.
Like, all right, you push A or X or whatever, and you're like, okay, done. Turns the page. You're like, nope, close.
Nope.
You might skim through that one area. You're like, okay, what does this say real quick? Okay, shut. Let's go.
And I get that people want you to learn the lore and all the stuff about everything.
But 90% of JRPGs, you can figure out the lore just by playing the game.
Yeah, or doing all the side quests and shit like that. But if the developers or whatever want you to learn the lore, do what God of War did. Throw up the little side, like, I can't think of the guy's head. He was where you're on the boat and he tells you about the lore of all that.
Oh, you mean Mimir?
Yeah, Mimir. To kind of have that kind of concept where you have somebody talking to you while you're traveling the area.
Well, see, they did that smart because it was Atreus asking the questions about this, so Mimir was answering. Kratos could care less. He'd just be like, yeah, whatever, shut up, stupid head.
Well, because Kratos kind of already knew most of it anyways, and he didn't like God, so he didn't really care.
Well, also that, but, you know, again, he'd just be like, shut up, stupid head, and probably just wind up... If Atreus was with him, I'm pretty sure he would have just, like, grabbed the head of Mimir and just been like, whack, shut up.
Yeah, I was waiting for Kratos to grab Mimir's head, just kind of hold it in the water while he's rowing.
You know what he should have done, which I think would have been hilarious? But, because I know that they add some comedy into God of War games, it would have been hilarious if he grabbed Mimir's head and threw it at an enemy. Just like one of the undead guys when he's in like Muspelheim or Helheim or something, just thud, and then walk over and just like grab him picking back up.
Yeah. So what more do you know about Shadows Die Twice? I don't really remember the trailer for it too much. I know it's a samurai game, one of like the 3 samurai games that we saw.
I know that it's like they're saying that like.
Oh, is it where like you die and then you come back?
Yeah.
Like the guy's fighting the big golem thing or whatever, and he dies.
But he came right
and then
back.
He came right back and like stabbed him in the head and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that seems kind of like a cop out. Like from a few Reddit posts that I've seen, a lot of people are saying that sounds like the Shadows Die Twice, which is from Software. Sounds like this is going to be like a easier From Software game. Like it's still going to be kind of Dark Souls-esque, hard.
It's going to have that influence.
But you're going to be coming back so often that you're going to be like, die, come back, stab the guy in the face. All right, enough of that. So a lot of people are guessing that, like, they're wondering, is there going to be an actual game over screen? Or are you just going to die and keep coming back? So you never see an end.
I would say I would like to see a game over screen. If you die too many times, like put like
if you die twice
per boss fight.
I think
die twice.
Well, since it's called Shadows Die Twice, you know, I think if you die honestly twice in the game, pretty much like you have 2 lives. You die once, you come back, you die again. That's it. You see the game over screen.
Don't fuck up and get killed in 1 hit.
If they make it that hard, a lot of people
have been, From Software.
Well, a lot of people actually been saying to From Software they should really lower their monster damage down,
or have it easier setting to where.
Well, see, that's the thing is, I think I could be wrong, but I think when they ported Dark Souls over onto the Switch, that they're getting ready to, I think they actually have an easy mode on there, to where when you put it on the easy mode, you can actually get hit a few times before you die.
Before you die.
Not, oh look, there's no easy, medium, or hard. It's just you play, la da da da, bitch slapped, you're dead.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's I don't know. I'm gonna take it from fucking What's Good Games again, but put a baby yes baby mode in. Pretty much put an easy mode in, assist mode of some sort to where. You know, yeah, the game's meant to be hard, but also make it to where you don't have those hardcore gamers that want to enjoy it.
But
give them some assistance to help them get through it.
But there's a hard game, and then there's a stupid hard game,
which we call pretty much Dark Souls
now. I mean,
games.
I've played some games that are stupidly hard, but I figured them out, and it was like, oh, okay, this seemed easier. Or there was always an option to go back. If it had a level system, to go back, level your character up, then you go through and you're like, oh, that was relatively easy after I level up. In Dark Souls, it's like, okay, yeah, they have a level system. You go level up a bit, you still walk up to that boss, he still winds up bitch slapping you and kill you in 1 hit. And it's like, I think it's one of the optional bosses in 3. I watched some YouTuber play. He said that, and mind you, this guy was max level. With this character, he played so much he got to the max level. Yeah. Literally, he said that this boss could fart on him and he would die. It's literally.
It's not good.
That's just bad, you know. If someone can literally just walk over and go, blow on you, and your character falls over dead, then that means that they made the game hard and not meant to be beaten.
Yeah, no, that's no bueno. Next game they showed was the good old Fallout 76.
Okay. I was knocking this for a while, but then when they came out and explained more of it, on the Bethesda one, I was actually really excited for it.
Yeah, so we're just going to talk all about Fallout 76 now. They showed it at the Bethesda also, so we'll just do it now since
we'll just do it all now.
We're here. So Fallout 76 is also it's a prequel before number 1. You are in Vault 76, which they made Vault 76 to come out, was it 20 years after the nukes hit the
It
ground?
was 25 years after the nuclear fallout.
So when you come out, there is no towns whatsoever. You actually have to go out and build the towns. So the towns that you see...
I'm still upset that they used Fallout 4 building style. I still think that if they wanted to use Fallout 4 style, they could do that, but make it an overhead view so you can see everything.
Yeah. And everyone will say...
To be honest, I'm probably not going to build that much unless it makes you build, and then I'll just
You're going to have to.
I'm just saying, they'll probably be like, build this point, and then I'll be like, build, and then keep going with the story.
There is a thing to the building, though, that we'll talk about here in a few minutes about Fallout 76 that I don't like, and I think you're on the same page as me on this one. It's the grief system. Yeah. And they're not calling it the grief system, guys, but we know what it's going to be used for.
It's really dumb how they're doing this. I mean, okay, granted, I think it's kind of cool that it's online, and I really think it's cool that when you're online with people, you're not online with a shit ton of people. They said that you're going to be online with like
16 people.
With maximum of 16 people at a time. Because they said, again, it's the wasteland. They just had a nuclear fallout. So you're not going to see that many people.
No, and you're the last ones to leave Vault 76. 76.
Yeah, 76.
So everybody that you see technically comes out of 76, and you, for some odd reason, woke up last. So everyone else is already out there, so it makes sense that everyone's way away from you already. So.
Right. And what's nice, again, what I like about it is 16 people. I do hate the PvP in it. I do hate the fact that you could literally be like...
There's PvP.
Yeah, I do hate the fact that, like, let's say you and I are together, we're questing, we're going to go off and kill, like, let's say we're dealing with, like, this mob of death claws. We kill these death claws, and somebody comes up behind us and goes, dead, dead.
Pop. Yep.
Oh, we're really hurt, we're almost dead. They can literally come up and be like, dead. Now, I wonder, can they take your shit?
They never said anything.
They never said anything about that. But that's where a lot of other griefkins going to come in. People are just going to be like, oh, well, let's watch them fight all these death claws. Oh, they're almost dead. Kill, kill. I'll take all the crap then.
Yeah, I think they would implement the system to take their stuff, just because. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm hoping they put PvE servers in there that you can choose to be on and eliminate the PvP. Off. That too.
Kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5, where you can literally have it in passive mode.
Yep. And I'm hoping that they'll implement that instead. But, so, you might only see 16 people per server, and it doesn't matter, and actually I forgot, you can't select what server you're on. They said they have, 300 servers, 400 servers, something like that?
400 servers.
And it puts you in a random server, and it's no more than 16 people. The size of Fallout 76 map are 4 times larger than Fallout 4's map. So, this map is massive. And there's only 16 people on it.
And you can party up with up to 3 people at a time, so you can have parties of 4 all together. So if you can only have 16 people, if everyone's in a party of 4, there's all 16.
4 groups.
4 groups of 4, and that's it.
Yep. On that big of a map, you're not going to see people. Unless you start it next to somebody.
Well, even if you do see somebody, the only way that you're really going to see somebody is if you purposely are trying to find them.
Yeah. Which, it won't be hard to do because of the grief system, which I guess we can talk about now.
Yeah.
Fucking, they added nukes. You can take over these nuke bases that you find. I think there's 6 of them per map.
There's 6 of them per map, but you gotta find a code. And these certain people, like these certain raiders and creatures, I think they said actually raiders only, have the codes. And each person has to get a piece, or you can get multiple pieces. Then once you guys have a full code that you punch in, then you can walk up and... My thing is does that change every time you're in a server? So...
I would think.
Because otherwise, let's say I get all of them for 1, and we leave, or you jump in with me, or I log out and then we jump back in together, and we find that same one that I just found the code for. If I'm able to just be able to walk over and go punch, 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 punch in the code, then it's like, oh, well, there's no point in keep finding it. Only one person has to be like, oh, let's just write them all down.
Yeah, I think they would have to be randomly generated at that point. Every time you leave the place, everything spawns back and resets. But so what these nukes do is that you can see everyone's bases on that map. You can select what base you want, and you can destroy it.
Only if you've discovered that person's base.
Okay, so discovered it.
So, like, let's say again, we're in a group of 4. We find another group of 4. They built this large settlement, and we discovered their settlement. Like, we followed them all the way back to their settlement. We can run back to one of the nuke bases and go,
well, you could be the nice guy, and we walk in there and be like, hey guys, hey, what's going on? Need help with anything? And then they kill us? Well, we know the codes to that nuke base, and we know where your base is at now.
Yeah, but they can just take our code too.
If we don't keep the stuff.
Well, see, and that's the other thing is, I guess how they could do it is, like, I wonder if you actually have to punch in the code, or each person has to have, like, almost like...
I get to punch in the code.
Again, if you have to punch in the code, then again, someone could just write it all down if they don't change it. Or another thing they could do is, like, every time you log out, you have to find that code again, and it says you cannot enter without the code. So you have to go kill those people again. Even if it is the same code, you still have to go kill them again, pick up each piece of the code.
I think once it's used, it resets. Like, that base, because each base has its own code. I'm thinking once you clear that base out, and that place gets used, then the code resets, and you have to go out and find the new pieces for it. And that would be the easiest way to do it, so people don't do what you're thinking of, and you go and memorizing all the codes.
Yeah, so it'd only take one person to sit there and go. If it's I think there's, you said what, 6?
I think they showed 6 per map.
There's 6 per map, so it's like, okay. Let's say they go, alright, here's the 6 for this map, here's the 6 for this map, and then wind up going on someplace like GameFAQs and just post them all on there.
Exactly.
That we could be like, oh, pull that up on the computer, we're playing on the console. Alright, the code for this, in this area is pumpernickel. Pumpernickel. Okay, there we go, we're in.
And goodbye to that base. So these nukes, yeah, they essentially, you set them off, and they literally, that's another thing too, is if someone does this to me, I'm done with this game. Let's say that you're building this amazing base and you've been friendly to everybody, and someone just wants to troll you, and you've been on this place, say 100 days, non-stop. Just fucking made a beautiful town. This one guy could be jealous, come in, hit that button, nukes your town, you just lost everything. It destroys everything, it just gets reset.
Or let's say you and 3 other friends are on there, and you guys played, let's say, a total of like 200 days, and within those 200 days, you literally, guys have like picking out like legendary creature after legendary creature after legendary creature after legendary creature, and you got this other group, you got 3 friends waiting, you get one guy that literally just goes, and drop, if they, have a loot taking system where they take all your loot. It's like, okay, he just killed all of you that you just got all that legendary gear from. His 3 friends walk over, pick up all your shit, and then go, okay, divvy it out. Actually,
I do think they have that loot take system, because remember, they showed when the nuke's going off, and then they showed the scene where the guy's running into there with all the smoke. There's death claws and shit in there now, and you go in there and you try to find the rebels of that remaining town to find the stuff, the items. So I do think they have a loot taking system.
Which is going to be stupid, to be honest.
Yeah, like I said, if I'm spending all this time building a fucking town, and some troll wants to come around and just destroy my town, just for the hell of it, I'm done with that game.
It looks like in this one they made. It looks like in this one though they made power armor pretty common.
Yeah.
And if that's true, okay, that gives you a little bit more defense. But if you get people that freaking have rocket launchers or laser rifles, and you, again, let's say me and you together, took out this huge mob of death claws, and then you get a group of 4 with laser rifles, just shoot, boom, and we're all dead, and they take all of our stuff.
Yeah, I know. I can see a lot of griefing routes that could go. If they don't have a PvE system, then yeah.
They don't have a PvE system, and I get griefed really bad, or I get hit, like, let's say you and I together build this huge, immaculate, like, city, and one person just goes by and it's like, and drop, blows it all up. I'm like, I'm done. I'm literally putting the game away.
I'll be done with that at the game at that point. I think another way to stop griefing for nuking is if you haven't killed anybody. You know, like kind of a division, you have when you start killing people out in the dark zone, you get a bounty over your head.
Yeah. A
skull. I think that should indicate if you're allowed to be getting nuked or not. It's for griefing other people.
Well, see, then that'd be no point, because again, you see, they're talking about like you're the last one to leave, and everybody within that vault is supposed to be friendly anyways, and they're supposed to be building a town. So, in all honesty, I think it's dumb that they added PvP to this whole thing, because you're all supposed to technically be working together to try to rebuild the wasteland.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be like, oh, me and you are playing, and we built this huge city, and it's got all these defenses, and then, oh, two guys decide to bomb us each, send a nuke 2 different directions at our area, and it's like, oh, well, that's gone. That was dumb. We're all supposed to be working together, and these guys are like, nope.
It's going to happen. People are trolls, and it's going to happen. There's going to be a shit ton of griefing in this game.
Now I wonder, can you nuke another nuke base? It showed it like going way far, like super long distance. So
I don't see why not, but it'll probably be reset.
I'm talking about so let's say some real big troll has this, and he goes in, sends a nuke, and I wonder, if you go in, can you only send one nuke, or can you wait for it to cool down while sitting in there and send another nuke?
By my understanding, you're supposed to build around the nuke This isn't Call of Duty. You're supposed to be able to build around the nuke silos. So you're supposed to build a town around the nukes. So doing that means you got control of that nuke. So the raiders wouldn't be back. So I'm assuming that you would have control over the that nuke site.
One nuke. So
yeah.
If somebody really wants to be, a troll, they could be like, have one nuke, build around it, send a nuke out to destroy one nuke silo, the other nuke silo, the other. So the other 5 are destroyed, and now he's got the only one. He or she's got the only one.
Yep. We don't know if that's the way it works or not. These are speculations, but they got a lot to. Oh yeah, and the game comes out in a few months.
Yeah.
They're doing they're doing the typical.
You can pre-order it tomorrow.
Oh, son of a bitch! Yeah, that kind of gives you an idea how fast it's going to come out, guys. It's just as fast as that Fallout 4. They're like, oh yeah, hit Fallout 4, and it's coming out in like 3 months. So that's kind of what this game's doing. We'll let you guys know the release date's at the end of all this. It's crazy.
Yeah. We'll get off this here in just a second. I just have one more thing to say. They really have, before this fully gets released, they really need to come out and be like, here's everything laid out as it is. Here's what's everything gonna do. The nukes are only gonna have a short range, or they could come out and say, don't worry about the nukes. You can get nuked, but if you build, this type of defense that destroys nukes, you can.
Yeah, it's something. They gotta balance it out
because
somehow.
If they don't have a way for you to protect your city from a nuke attack, then there's no point in building defenses, except to keep the raiders out. Even then, you might as well not worry about it. You might as well just go, all right, everybody that's in my settlement, here's a gun, here's a gun, here's a gun, here's a gun. Raiders come up, shoot them.
Yeah,
if there's no way to stop a nuke, then it's just like, all right, stop them, stop the raiders. Oh, here comes the nuke. We're all fucked.
As I said, you might be able to stop the raiders, but you can't stop the nukes. There's a lot of questions around this game. There's a lot more that needs to be explained. Some people like this type of griefing in games. Not very many. Look at Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves had all that griefing, and people slammed it.
Well, when Sea of Thieves came out, they had 5 million players start. And then once this major griefing happened, I think they have around...
It dropped.
I think they have around 500,000 active players.
Yeah, it dropped bad, fast, because the griefing, they actually had to add patches into the game to prevent people from griefing.
Well, you see,
and they're going to have to do this with Fallout.
Yeah, see, it's really annoying. That's why I never wanted to play Sea of Thieves, because it's like, oh, we're all on a ship. We all take this long distance to go. We find the treasure, stick it in our ship. Oh, our ship's gone. We're stuck on this island. Or,
yep.
Or we did all this work, and they literally follow us all the way to the main port, destroy our ship, pick up all of our treasure, walk up to the port and go, turn in.
Yep.
There, we just did the mission. We didn't have to do any of the work.
Yeah, they got a lot of work they need to explain us, and especially since it comes out, I think in November, something like that, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. The next one, Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. I'm excited for this one, and it's free. So this one takes place in the universe...
Price.
Huh?
The best price.
Yeah, right? This game takes place in the universe of Life is Strange.
Mm-hmm.
And it's made by Don't Nod, obviously, so if you guys have ever played any Don't Nod games, you kind of already know what this game's like. It's a story narrative-driven game. So, yeah, I mean, it's free. It's out on all systems. I already got pre-ordered on the PlayStation or on the Xbox, waiting for it to come out. It's gonna be fun. It's going to be fun. I know a lot about it. I really just don't want to talk about it right now.
And then there's Crackdown 3. You might as well call it Crackshoot 3.
Yeah, it was there at E3. I really didn't pay attention to it too much.
I didn't either.
And I know I'm gonna get it for free when it comes out, so I'll put a little bit of time into it. Why not? And then Matt's favorite, Nier Automata, Become Gods Edition. So they're porting it over to Xbox. That comes out this month.
Hey, Nier's actually a pretty good game. The Nier Automata one is.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying they're porting it over. It's not exclusive anymore.
When I first got it, I was like, I'm not sure. The first Nier was kind of started off okay, but then turned out to be dog crap.
Yeah, that storyline hit as soon as after you got past the first area. Holy fuck! It went from being a great storyline to dead.
I will tell anyone if they're interested in trying out Nier Automata. The first about 3 hours of the game is a pretty big snooze fest. Like, it's pretty slow to start. But around
so it's opposite of the other Nier.
Yeah, but around the 4th hour, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, the other Nier.
And then the first time you see the big naked guy, you're like, okay.
Big naked guy.
Hey, he shows up, and I was high level, like, I'm taking out these, like, robot things in one hit. That guy was fucking my shit up. So I was being smart on everything. I'm like, I'm just gonna hit you long range. Yeah, I'm maybe only doing 5 damage to you, but you're not hitting me now. He'd get close and do a combo and then be fatigued, and I'd be like, hit. Get away from me. I pretty much played like a little bitch at that point because I was like, I'm just gonna like keep dodging but shooting.
Hit and run. No,
because in this one, you use one of the analog sticks to control your little robot that flies with you that shoots, and then you can still dodge with the other one. So I'm literally just controlling that, like, never let go of the shoot button and just dodging around everything, going, okay then.
So this next game, neither one of us really cared about it until we saw it.
I'm still iffy on it because I haven't played the other Metros. It's Metro Exodus, by the way, everyone. But yeah. I haven't played any of the other Metros, and I'm still like,
That craft system, dude, that they showed.
Weird.
Like,
to be
when
honest.
yeah, so he's holding the gun up, and then the parts just start showing up on the gun. That's their craft system. I was like, that's different. I don't like any of the other Metro games. I've played them on Xbox. I don't know. This one looks good, but they all look good. So I mean, I'll give it a shot. I think it's an Xbox exclusive, so I should be getting it on Xbox for free.
I changed one of your dates that you put on for the E3 prediction.
Yeah, I have it different later on too. But in this next one, I'm going to let Matt take over on this one, because this is one he's super excited for.
Do you mean Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yes.
Kingdom
Yes,
Hearts
I do.
3 coming out January 29th of 2019. I'm sad.
Which is a technical delay because they said they had a 2018 release date, but I think I know why they did it. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, when we get to the release dates of all the games coming out, then I think you guys will understand why they pushed it to 2019.
But
because the game looks finished from what we saw.
The game's finished. The game is finished. Now, there's a rumor going on for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I want to hear
2.9.
What?
That it's 2.9.
No. I want to hear your opinion on this. What you think? There's a rumor saying that there's over 100 worlds on this one.
So that's what I heard.
Do you believe that there's actually 100 worlds? I believe if there is 100 worlds, they all got to be short. They cannot be very long. If they are all long, like the way that they can make, because I know they said that they want to make Kingdom Hearts 3 long, but if they have 100 worlds in there, make them all about an hour each in real time, or in game time, and then you get 100 hours of gameplay.
See,
I think there's actually 25 worlds, and you got to do some backtracking like you do in 2.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if they do have 100 worlds, then that's gonna suck. So what I'm thinking is I think they should have between 20 and 25 main worlds, like main story worlds, that you're just gonna be spending 2 or 3 hours on. Because in all reality,
depending.
Yeah, in all reality, like I love the worlds that they make.
I think the other two.
I love getting lost in them.
I think the other two, I could be wrong, especially 2. I think 2 only had like 15 worlds, I believe.
Yeah, it wasn't very much. Neither did 1. 1 only had a few too. 1 is pretty linear when it came to the worlds, though.
Yeah. Let's see. There are, and this is worlds, and these are ones that include like inside worlds, like Tron World and stuff like that.
Yeah. So if they're gonna build 100 worlds, I think 20 to 25 main storyline worlds, and then the rest of them would just be like side missions, or you have to go here. They go collect something or something. You can spend a little bit of time, like a half hour or whatever, exploring that little tiny world.
See,
and then
the original thing was, again, it's supposed to be 100 main story worlds, and I'm like, when I heard that, I go, that's gonna be ridiculous. They have to be an hour each. That's the only way.
See, that's not enough time though, because like that means you're gonna be rushing their world. You're not going to enjoy the worlds as much as that. I don't know. I'd rather spend more time in the world and enjoy the world, enjoy what they created. Because hell, the other 2 games, man, I loved being in all new worlds because you get lost in them. I mean, they do so well at designing them that except Ariel's. I hated Ariel's world. Fucking Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
The first one. Fuck that world.
So, in number 2, there's 16 worlds.
Okay, so you're pretty damn close. You said 15.
Yeah. So it was 1 off. I was missing, the one I was missing that I forgot about that they had in there was, Mickey Mouse's Black and White World.
Oh, yeah, the boat.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie and stuff.
Yeah.
But
do they count Hercules as a world?
Yes, they do.
Oh, that's weird. It's only an arena.
But you see, again, if there is 100 worlds in there, and I do agree with you about, they put a lot of time in this world. It's awesome to see, the design for everything. If they put 100, that's gonna be too much. There's gonna be way too many people, and I'll probably be one of them that's gonna be like, get through that world, get through that world, get through that world.
I don't have time to put that many hours into it. Especially when we get to the release dates, you guys are gonna be like, holy fuck, dude.
Especially if they do have 100 worlds, and if they make them an hour each, even if you get through all 100 worlds, that's 100 hours.
Yeah, I just don't have that time.
Full total. I mean, I do if I, of course, we're gonna have to spread it out anyways. But me being a dad, I'm gonna have to really spread it out, and I don't really have, time to spend 100 hours.
Especially
right now in Tales of Berseria that I'm playing, I think I'm at 45 hours, and I've had this for like months now.
Yeah, and we run a gaming podcast, so I was like, we kind of need to run through our games kind of fast so we can talk about them. But it's like we don't have the time to also run through them. So it's like we're constantly jumping the new game, so we can keep you guys informed with a new game coming out. We like to have it played a little bit at least. So I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be that long, man. It's going to be like Persona. Yeah, Persona
Yeah, Persona 5.
I'm 50 hours in that game, so I'm only at the halfway fucking mark right now, and I don't even know if I'm going back to it. So,
the main story,
it's too long.
If you look at how long to beat, I think it says the main story is 120 hours.
100 hours. It's 100 hours to beat main story. To do everything, it's 120 hours. 130 hours, something like that.
I thought it was almost 200 hours for if you do all the side quests.
Something like that, but it's fucking ridiculous. It's too long.
Yeah,
it's just too many things. It's just too many other things to play.
Big time. And that's the thing is, I'm trying to figure out ways. Let's see. Main story's 95 and a half hours. To do everything, to complete it 100%, 164 hours.
That's not 130. It's close enough.
Yeah. And see, even with that game, I don't have 100. I'm not going to complete it all the way. But even 94 hours, I'm like, to me, that's not going to be 94 hours. That's going to be like 100 and some hours. And that's going to have to be spread through probably a year or two.
Well, a game has been out for a year. Came out last February.
It's going to have to be another year or two because it's like...
It's a little over a year old.
Yeah. By the way, you're welcome for recommending that game.
I don't know if I want to say thank you or not. Like, I have a blast. The only main reason I don't want to go back to it is because it is so goddamn good. That'll be the only thing I want to do is play Persona.
See, I told him about it, and I'm like, when I told him about it, I was playing it non-stop because the thing, once you play it, even for after an hour, it's got its claws into you. It's got its hooks in, and you're like,
game over. You're done.
Keep going.
Yep. Fucking 6 hours passes, and I thought it's only 10 minutes. That's what that game does to you.
Like, there were times where I wanted to call into work and just be like, nope, I'm playing this.
Yep.
I got sick time.
Fucking State of Decay. I think State of Decay is what pulled me away from it. No? Even before that. Something pulled me away from it.
It was Far Cry. Far Cry 5.
Oh, yep, Far Cry pulled me away. And then I just never turned back. Thank God. I'm kind of thankful for that right now. But I am kind of in a dead zone where I want new games to play. So right now I'm playing Matt. It's like, hey, Tales of Berseria, and then I saw it on Steam for like $10. So I was like, can't go wrong with that. So now I'm in that.
Can't go wrong with a good Tales game.
I haven't played a bad Tales game yet.
There's a couple bad ones that I don't like.
You don't like? Okay, no, I lied. There is one. I'm like, what the fuck? I was
gonna say there's a couple that you've told me that you're like, what the hell is this garbage?
Tales of Zia 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Why would you do that?
Tales of Zia 2. You were like, really?
The choices, good or bad choices. Like, oh, why? No, you don't go to a choice system.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Tales of Zillia 1 was so bad for money in that game that you'd be like, all right, I got 20,000 gold. Then you get called up and be like, yeah, this is your broker. We'll take that 20,000 from you. And you're like, fuck. Well,
it's your student loans, dude. It's your student loans.
Yeah, it's like, well, shit. Well, I can't get that new weapon. Everyone's stuck now.
Yep, it's the student loans. Although I never had that issue. I made a lot of money in that game. A lot of fucking side quests. Like, you can... That's the thing in that game. Normal Tales of games, you get pile of side quests, right? So you're about 4 main missions in, so you're kind of getting an idea of everything going on, the storyline, and then here comes this 1,000-pound book, and they just drop on you. It's all side missions. So,
Yeah.
so it's like, yeah, here you go. There's all your side missions. Do a bunch of these, and you won't have to worry about money.
Although you know,
like, okay.
Although we talk about side missions. You know what I've noticed doesn't have very many side missions? Tales of Berseria.
Yeah, it seemed pretty linear.
It's pretty linear, and I think the reason why, I'm gonna just go quickly into this, and we'll go back to our E3. I think the reason why this is pretty linear is because this is supposed to take place 1,000 years before Tales of Zestiria, and I believe they didn't add too many side quests because it would interfere with the lore from Zestiria.
You know what also I've noticed about Tales of games?
That none of them are connected?
Well, not all of them. They have number 2s in some of them. They all end with IAs.
Yes, they do.
Except Tales of Abyss. That's the loner.
And Tales of Destiny.
Yeah, Tales of Destiny. I forgot about Tales of Destiny. But yeah, all the other ones are like Vesperia, fucking
Symphonia.
Vesperia, Symphonia. Wait, what's the other one that I played?
Vesperia.
That was no. What's the other one that I played? That was on the Wii.
That was Tales of Symphonia.
No. It came out in Japan and got ported over here, and then it added an extra story to it.
Oh, you didn't play it on the Wii. You played it on PS3, and it was added. It was Tales of Grace F.
Yeah, there we go. Tales of Grace.
It was originally on Wii, but now the F part was added, which stood for future. Was added to PS3.
Tales of Grace was actually a really fucking good game. It took a long fucking time. You had to put about 20 hours into it before you actually got into it.
The story on it was really slow and dragging, I will admit that. But once you got there, especially when it went into the future part, you were like, okay, they didn't see that coming.
Yeah. And they had a lot of character flaws in that game. Everybody is fucking whiny. Except the alien girl. The alien girl with the purple, I can't remember her name, the big purple...
I know who you're talking about, I can't remember her name either.
She was my favorite character, because she was fucking hilarious. Crab cakes. Fucking crab cakes.
So, out of all the Tales games that you've played, I know you haven't played very many, but out of all the ones
I've played a decent amount.
So, yeah, but have you played...
Not as much as you. Not as much.
But out of all the Tales games that you've played, who's your favorite Tales character?
I'm gonna have to... I don't know his name, but I can tell you which one's from. Tales of Vesperia, the main character, just because he's darker.
Oh, Yuri?
Yuri. See, I want to say Yuri, but then I'm like, wait, am I thinking of Shadow Hearts?
Too many times that name's been used.
Yeah. So... But yeah, so...
Mine is...
But yeah, I'm gonna have to say him.
Mine
oh, there's
is...
Flint. Flint's pretty cool.
Yeah. Mine is and forever will be Guy. From Tales of the Abyss.
I was gonna say, I think Abyss, right? The one game that's iconic.
Only because, one, I like the character, and two, I like the voice actor. It's Johnny Young Bosch. So.
Yeah. See, that was one thing. Is that I know the new. Well, I'll just talk about it now because they announced it for Xbox. The new RPG wasn't the new JRPG that they announced wasn't a new IP. It's a definitive edition of Tales of. So this kind of goes in with E3 kind of. It was a Tales of Vesperia. They remade it. It's for definitive edition. I wish they would have brought Abyss back because Abyss is like it's pretty much the iconic Tales of games.
It's actually the most underrated one, and they did bring it back. They remastered it for the 3DS.
Yeah, who's gonna play it on 3DS though?
It's really bad on the 3DS.
Exactly. I get that the game's a fucking PS2 game.
Yes. I'm gonna turn my light. Hold on.
Yeah. But yeah, that can be a PS2 game. I mean, it would be hard to bring it back. I mean, look, they're bringing back Resident Evil too, so I guess really it's not far-fetched, and I know it probably won't be the greatest, but still, you think of a Tales of a game, you ask anybody to play Tales of Abyss, and they say no. There you go. Yep. And so, I mean...
And then, that one right there, that's Guy, for anyone that's wondering.
Oh, okay. I remember him from the card game that they released on mobile.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's this game, I hate to, like, a lot of people think I'm nuts, but it's one of the more underrated Tales games. Like, people have heard it, like, they're like, oh yeah, I've heard of it, and then I tell them, have you played it? And they're like, no. It's
but
like, how have you not played it? Plus, you know, of course it's PS2, so it's always got a manual.
And it's got a memory card slot.
Oh, speaking of memory cards, you want to see what they do now? They have aftermarket memory cards, right? But remember how the biggest memory card, I think, back in our day, it was 16 megabytes? Oh no, they had 32s.
Yeah, they had 32s.
I don't even can see that.
Pretty blurry. It says 128?
128 megabyte.
Fucking Christ.
But to be honest, the PS2 games, that's going to take a while to fill.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
But yeah, the Tales of the Abyss, like, that should have been out of... I think the reason why they did a definitive edition for Vesperia, though, is because Vesperia was an Xbox-only game.
Well, it came out in PlayAsia, but that's Asia.
Yeah, but again, that's an import copy if you want it for PS3. And I think they did it so this way people on PS4, Switch, and Xbox can all play it. But even so, they still should have been like, no, there's a definitive edition with enhanced graphics for Tales of the Abyss.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the few Tales of games I haven't given a chance of is Abyss, and I know, to me, it's one of the iconic ones.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's one of the best Tales of games in the series. So.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, in actuality, here's something that a lot of people don't know is every Tales of game is related in some way. All the main ship titles, including Abyss, all the ones that are main, like Tales of Destiny, Tales of Symphonia, all that, those are the mothership titles. They're all related in some form or another, and that's shows like if you think of it, game chronologically wise, the first game in the series would be Tales of Vesperia for the Xbox. Because it talks about them making mana into the Blastias that everyone uses.
Yes, but also in Vesperia, you destroy the Blastia.
I'm just saying, that releases the mana for everything.
Yeah.
In Tales of the Abyss, there's an iconic character right there on the back that you've seen things like that, and they look pretty familiar. The little weird, like, big bunny-eared looking thing. It's got a ring around it, and it's technically, like, after I've played Berseria and Zestiria and all that, it's technically a molecule. But they don't call it that, they call it something else. Anyways, back to E3.
We're still technically going to talk about E3. I mean, Tilza was there. See, Sea of Thieves, obviously, we knew they planned out their roadmap, so they have 2 new DLCs. They have one coming in July, and they have one coming in September. That's all I said. They didn't really just talk about it. They just showed pictures of it. Really going to edit my shit.
Well, it's wrong.
I was in a rush when I was typing this. They announced Battlefield 5. Well, they didn't announce, but they showed Battlefield 5. They showed storyline for it. They showed the Viking descendant, the girl. A little bit of gameplay for that. Forza Horizon 4, not Verizon Horizon. Obviously, we knew that was coming. This one's big. This isn't a game. Microsoft has acquired 5 studios. So the first one is a brand new studio in Santa Monica, which is competing against freaking God of War Santa Monica Studios. It's called The Initiative. Then they got they bought Undead Labs, which is the makers of State of Decay. They bought Ninja Theory, which is the makers of Hellblade, Sinsa's
Requiem, I believe it's called.
Something like that. It was a runner for Game of the Year. So, I mean, that's massive. Playgrounds, which is the maker of Forza Horizon. And also, they say Playgrounds is making a game.
I'll be right back, everyone, so just keep going.
Yeah, of course you will leave when I'm about to say this.
Oh, just go ahead.
So Playgrounds is making a game, and they said that it's a working title that they're not ready to announce. Well, if you've been listening to our podcast, you would know what this game is. Playgrounds is the maker of that racing arcade game that is making Fable 4.
Yep.
So Playgrounds, they're not saying they're making Fable 4, or they're not announcing they're making Fable 4 yet, but they are. That's the game that they're talking about that they're making that they haven't announced.
Yeah.
It's Fable 4.
Perfect.
Yep. And then you got Compulsion Games that they bought. Compulsion Games is We Happy Few. It's the makers of We Happy Few. And so that was supposed to come out on PS4, and I was like, wait a second. Since Microsoft Studios bought Compulsion Games, does that mean PS4 is not going to have We Happy Few? That is correct. They have taken We Happy Few off of the PlayStation market. And I don't know what happened to the people that pre-ordered on PlayStation Market, because I almost pre-ordered it on PlayStation Market like 4 or 5 months ago, but didn't have a release date, so I wasn't going to put money down on it yet because it didn't have a release date. I'm glad I didn't, because it is no longer on the PlayStation Store. We Happy Few is gone. So, yeah, it's only on Microsoft now. So yeah, and We Happy Few also got a release date. We'll talk about that later, which is coming up super soon. And PUBG got a pretty good section. They're talked about the new maps. New winter map is coming in 2018 in winter time. They're added in war mode, and then the Sandhawk, the small tiny island, that's coming this summer. Tales of Vesperia we've already talked about. Division 2. They showed gameplay of Division 2. It looks like Division. You can sign up for the beta today. So go, if you're a Division fan, go sign up for that. Division 2 looks pretty damn good if that's what you guys are into. They also released Division on Game Pass, so if you have an Xbox Game Pass, you can play Division right now for free. So, speaking of Game Pass, they also added Fallout 4 and Elder Scrolls Online. You can play right now on Game Pass. So, Fallout 4 is a great game if you haven't played it yet. You're going to sink hundreds of hours into it. Go play it. Division, I actually went back and started playing it. It's totally a different game. 100% different game. I forgot how hard it was and how much you need other people to play. So, and I'm playing solo. That's not working out very well, so I stopped playing. Elder Scrolls Online, another instance of a game that's changed a lot. I haven't went back to see how much has changed. Oh, they did show Tomb Raider there. Yep, Tomb Raider is Tomb Raider. Shadows of the Tomb Raider. You're Lara Croft. You're going through tombs. I don't really know too much about it, guys. Sorry, I'm not a huge Tomb Raider fan. They're coming out with Session. Session is a skateboarding game that we all thought was Skate at first, but it's not. It is a game they just showed. They showed a guy skating around for a while. Black Desert MMO, they announced. So this was a, I know this game's already out and whatnot. Now it's being ported over to Xbox. So, if you're into that kind of stuff, it looks good. I don't have an opinion on it. I don't know too much about it. Cuphead DLC is coming in 2019. So if all those Cuphead fans, I thought it was Cuphead 2 at first, but it's not. And they're introducing a new character, new levels. Yeah, if you're a Cuphead fan, go hit that up, because I'm really not a Cuphead fan. Sorry, guys. I can't be any more help with this. Tunic is it's a very highly influenced game by Zelda. Well, it's not by Zelda. It's an influence from Zelda. The original Zelda, like, not working at a time, but Matt would know what I'm talking about, but he's obviously not here right now. But yeah, the sounds, everything. I mean, he's even dressed like Link from Zelda. Ocarina of Time? No, not Ocarina of Time.
Hi everyone, I'm back.
Yeah. So I'm on Tunic right now, Matt. The game that's influenced by Zelda.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what Zelda that's influenced on. It's not Ocarina of Time, it's before that.
Oh, it's Link to the Past.
Link to the Past, that's what it is, yeah. See, I told you would know if he was here. But yeah,
so Ninja Theory has done more than Sands of Sacrifice, by the way.
Oh, okay.
They've done Heavenly Sword,
Ooh.
Enslaved, Odyssey to the West.
Another good game. I actually have that for PS3 still.
The terrible DMC.
I actually skipped over that game because I knew you would want to be here when we talked about it.
And
you got the next game, so I got the one after that. So.
Okay, and so that's what because I pulled them up.
Dude, that's pretty damn big. We're on Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, okay. As you see, you already talked about We Happy Few, PUBG, Tales of Vesperia, Division 2, Game Pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, some of those games we can't really talk about. Session. Oh, yeah. They were showing guys skating. Black Desert MMO. It's an MMO.
So I mean, it's not that we don't like MMOs. I do like MMOs, except I don't have time to play MMOs anymore. I gotta play games where I can pause.
Well, the thing about the Black Desert MMO, what do you know about it?
That it was originally for PC.
That's what I said. It got ported over to Xbox and comes out this fall now.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I know about it. I mean, they had a pretty lengthy trailer for it, but they didn't really explain anything for it.
Yeah.
So, and I talked about Cuphead and Tunic. I skipped Devil May Cry, so
Devil
that's
May Cry
all you.
5. I'm so
this
excited
is one
for this.
Matt saw, and he's pretty hyped. He lost his shit.
Yeah, Devil May Cry 5. I can't believe that they actually have Devil May Cry 5 and its continuation with Nero. 10
years later.
10 years later.
Fuck.
I thought Devil May Cry was coming into the picture because, again, the voice actor that does Nero is Johnny Young Bosch, who, if anyone's wondering, he also does Ichigo from Bleach. And he also does quite a few voice acting for like Naruto and stuff like that.
We'll get to Naruto after this game.
But he was talking about on his Twitter and his Instagram about him working on a secret project, and I was like, is that Devil May Cry 5 stuff there? Because it was just a big 5 plastered on there, and I was like, okay, that could be 5 anything.
Right.
But no, I'm excited. I just want to know what's up with his arm. Because I don't know if you played 4 or not.
I don't think I did. I think I stopped at 3, and I didn't play DMC.
Okay, 4, his arm was like a demon arm that glowed.
Yeah.
This one, it's mechanical.
Yeah, that girl that was with him, she said that she built that arm for him.
No, she said that he had that arm, and he uses that arm to kick some good demon ass.
Oh, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Talked to that cop that was on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what I'm excited for is not just the combat. It looks like it's the same Devil May Cry combat, so that's good. It's still hack and slash. I miss the humor.
There's nothing. Yeah.
I love the humor of Devil May Cry.
I still like the fact that they still have Dante. They still had to have Dante because they had Dante in 4. You played as Dante in 4.
Yeah. Wait, actually, I think I played 4. Or 4, yeah. Wasn't that like the first scene that he has a pizza in his house or whatever?
That was 3.
Was it 3? Okay, yeah, so 3 is the last one I played. I don't think I played 4.
He has pizza, he orders it from his company, which is, Devil May Cry company. Yeah. And he has the pizza and he's all sliding on it and shooting with his guns.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what made me fall in love with 3. It's just the humor and everything like that in it. And I'm glad that they're bringing that back in 5. Something that we missed. Mm-hmm. I missed, anyways.
Can I get the next one?
Yeah, you have the next one too.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, this next one is called Jump Force. When we first seen it, me and Michael both thought it was another Burning Warriors game. One Piece Burning Warriors game.
Because it showed Luffy's ship.
Yeah. And then, once I seen Naruto, and then I seen Frieza, then I seen Goku, I was like, the fuck is this game?
Yeah, I think that's why everyone's reaction to this was like, what the fuck is going on here?
And then it shows the guy from Death Note at the end with the Shigami.
Yep.
Now,
see, Death Note is Death Note Shonen Jump?
Yes. I think what's going on is I think the reason why this is called Jump Force is I think this is all Shonen Jump characters. So. Yeah.
And it's made by Bandai Namco too. The game is being produced by Bandai Namco.
So I think we're gonna see like a couple characters from Fairy Tail and Full Metal Alchemist maybe, and a few other characters in there.
What about Bleach?
Bleach I can see.
Is it Shonen Jump?
Yeah, it's Shonen Jump as well.
See, I'm not the anime guy, guys. See, obviously. So.
But my thing is, I mean. There's a couple worries I have about it, and I'll get into that in a second. But from my research about it, it looks like it sounds like it's going to have a story to it.
Better.
Good or evil. And you actually want to, when you're good, from what I was reading, when you're good, you don't want to destroy that many buildings because it impacts on how the game is. More buildings destroyed, the less people, I guess, want to like
support
ask
you
for help and support you. And I guess there's a point in the game where if you destroy a certain building, you can't go on with this mission.
Ooh, that's not a.
So they give you an option to go back to make it where you redo that to where you don't destroy it. But
as I said, hopefully they have a reset button on that. So.
But I guess, But I guess it's like really, it's interesting how it is, and I guess when you play as the bad guys on the bad story, it doesn't matter if you destroy the buildings, you know.
Yeah. No. Is it gonna be a fighter game?
It is gonna be a fighter, but what I'm wondering is. Because there's a rumor saying that there's going to be a 100-person roster. There's going to be 50 good guys and 50 bad guys.
Don't say what I think you're going to say.
No, it's not going to be a battle royal.
Thank God.
No battle royal.
When you said a 100-person roster, I'm like, oh God, no.
No, a 100-person character roster that I guess you can choose from. And I want to know if that's true. Is it going to be off the bat? Is it going to be... You start with like 10, you start with 10 characters, 5 good, 5 bad, and then as you play, you unlock more.
Or is it going to be money grabber DLC?
I mean, I don't think it is with the other like show and jump games, like the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games. They're not really money grabbers, unless you count the Road to Boruto, but that was a whole nother story.
Yeah, no. That they actually released that as a separate game too.
Yeah.
So, the way they showed, N. Yeah, the way they showed N. From Death Note, it made him look like he was going to be a DLC character. Yeah, the way they showed him.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There is some rumors that there's already going to be. A couple characters from what was it? They are gonna have a couple characters. They're talking about. They didn't like come out and say these are the characters. You know, like Ichigo and Bleach and stuff like that. They said that there'll be a guy with red hair and there'll be another guy with orange hair and so on and so forth. And I'm like, well, red hair is obviously gonna be Natsu.
Yeah. I mean, and you gotta think if they're going to have this roster, they're going to have their counterparts. So Naruto, or not Naruto, yeah, Naruto is going to have what's his face? Fuck, why can't I think of this shit? Sasuke. He's gonna have to have Sasuke, his rival.
Counterpart for him.
You don't think?
Nope. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna have the main bad guy of all of Naruto, and that's Madara, or AKA Obito. I think they're gonna have him as the main bad guy. They could have Sasuke. I mean, it makes sense. But if they have this 100-man roster, I want to know how they're gonna do it. Are they just gonna be like, okay, we're gonna take like 2 from these, 2 from this, 2 from this, 2 from this? Or are they gonna be like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5? Or are they gonna be like, let's take 10 DBZ characters, 10 Naruto characters, 10 so-on characters, so on and so forth?
Yeah, it's hard to make a roster. I mean, the only reason I'm thinking of counterparts is because...
Oh no, they're gonna have to have the counterparts. I mean, they already showed Goku, and then they showed
Frieza.
Frieza, which was a major villain for Goku, so...
Yeah, DBZ has a lot of major villains, a lot of popular major villains.
See, and that's my problem, is I'm hoping that this doesn't actually wind up being
another
Dragon
DBZ.
Ball Z game, where the main roster is going to be DBZ characters, both good and bad, and then a sprinkle few of other Show and Jump characters like Naruto and maybe Sasuke and a couple Bleach characters.
One Piece and...
Yeah, maybe, just maybe Luffy from One Piece and his enemy, maybe, like Natsu with that enemy.
Yeah. No,
that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it doesn't go, like... I hope it doesn't go one way for the roster, for any of them, really. I hope, it's not like...
Well, Death Note, really...
Naruto, like a big Naruto roster with a couple DBZ characters, a couple One Piece, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. I mean, if they're going to add Death Note characters in this, that's going to hurt, because Death Note literally has 3 main people, not counting the Shinigamis. 4. You got N, you got L for Light, you have that girl that N sacrifices that loves her, or that loves him, and then not counting the Shinigamis.
You have 4.
Who's the other one?
You're technically forgetting about the cop.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
He counts. He's a big thing. He technically, if it wasn't for him, N would have been arrested a long ass time ago.
Yeah, I know. This person right back here, she doesn't know what we're talking about, but if she knew we're talking about Death Note right now, she'd be all over this shit.
But no, I mean, that's why I'm thinking, are they gonna have like 2, 2, 2, and 2?
Yeah. No, they have a game coming out called Jump Force that has Death Note characters in it.
Well, 1 so far.
1 so far, and it's L, not L, N.
It's N.
Has N. And his Shinigami. I can't remember his name. But yeah.
But
yeah,
that's what I think is I want to know how this, like, Show and Jump.
Ryuk. Yep, yeah, Ryuk. There we go. I knew you would know it.
Like, all of Show and Jump is, like, Show and Jump community and stuff is huge. So they could easily get a 100-person roster, both good and bad, just by taking, like, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think.
And if they do 2, 2, 2, and 2, which 2 do you think they're going to have for, like, if it's true that they're going to have fairy tale characters in there? We know Natsu for 1. But do you think it's going to be Gray, or do you think it's going to be Urza?
Well, you gotta think about, what's her face?
Lucy wouldn't count.
But she's popular, though. She's one of the more popular characters.
She's popular because she's got big titties. But to be honest, she'd be no good in a fighting game. Like, she doesn't actually do
She has her summons.
She's got her summons. So, I mean, unless you start out with one to begin with.
Or she's a support character.
She could be a support. That'd be different.
Yeah.
But that's why Urza would be good in it.
That's the thing, is that Fairy Tail, One Piece, they've got so many main characters in there that having a starting roster, you're... I don't know. Fairy Tail's the same way. It's got a shit ton of main characters that are popular. Naruto's the same way too. You got a shit ton of main characters that are popular. I mean,
if they only do two people on the roster at a time, it's like, okay, so what about Naruto? Are they gonna have Naruto Sasuke, or is Sasuke gonna be on the bad side? And who are they gonna have with the good side? Are they gonna have like Naruto and Kakashi?
Orochimaru for the bad guy side? I mean...
I think it'd be like Madara and Orochimaru, or it could be Sasuke and Orochimaru. But
yeah,
on the bad side, and then Dragon
Sasuke
Ball
changes so much.
Yeah, and then Dragon Ball. That's another one. We already know Goku, but is it good?
We know Frieza,
and we know Frieza. I know the second guy would be Vegeta, without a doubt, since he's next popular. But I want to know who the second main bad guy would be. Would it be? I think it might be Beerus.
What about
It could be Cell.
There's Cell. I can't remember his name. He has 3 forms.
Majin Buu.
He's super. Majin Buu. There you go. Majin Buu. I know he was major. He was a major villain for like 20 episodes for a certain section of Dragon Ball.
He had a whole season to himself. He was the main. He was the main villain. He's what ended the series for Dragon Ball Z.
So I mean,
Majin Buu, that was it, and then that's where Super takes place after. Is the Majin Buu era.
So.
But
and I know this from the games.
See, and I'm just worried about that though. I'm just worried that if they have a 100-man roster, that's the only way they're going to be able to do it right, is if they take just 2 of each. If they want to have this many people, if they want to have Bleach characters and bunch of One Piece characters and Death Note characters and Full Metal and all that other stuff, they're only going to have to be able to take 2. Full Metal would be easy. Full Metal is just the 2 brothers.
Yeah.
Alphonse and Edward.
Yeah, I mean, the game comes out next year. It doesn't actually have an official release date. It's got a year date on it. So I mean, I'm curious of what's going to happen as it develops. It's definitely going to be a story that we're going to keep our eye on, especially because it's so goddamn popular for the anime scene and whatnot. So.
And see, I'm still worried that they might go the route of cash grab money stuff, where they're like, you know, DLCs for characters, and I think they might, but I think they'd keep it low, but they'd be like, you want this character, give us $1. You want this character, give us $1.
They would be packs. It'd be like packs for like $10, probably like 6 characters for like $10 or some shit like that.
I'm thinking it'd be more like 5 characters, $5.
Something like that. Yeah, it'll be a pack.
Like $1 a piece, so you'd be like, you get 5 characters from Fairy Tail, $5.
Yeah.
5 characters from Bleach, $5. So on and so forth.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know, because I don't watch it, because I wasn't much into it, but I don't know if Attack on Titan is showing Jump.
Attack on Titan has its own goddamn games.
I know, but I'm just saying, I hope, this is just me though, I hope Attack on Titan is not in this game. Not that I don't like. Well, I mean, I've only watched 1 episode of Attack on Titan, but not that the game's or the show's not popular. It's really popular. I don't know how. I found it kind of boring, but that's just me. But it wouldn't work. The main character in there can turn into what?
Dies.
He turns into a giant Titan.
I know. but he also dies.
I know, but I'm just saying.
And then, like, they make a new main character. Then they die. Every main character dies.
But I'm just saying, if he is a... it might be, but... no, it's not. It's not by Show and Jump. Which is, again, is a good thing, because if they had Attack on Titan in there, that's another thing that's, like, really... you know, especially if they give him the form to turn into a Titan, it's like, oh, now I'm as big as the buildings, and I'm supposed to try to protect the buildings.
Yeah, that's no bueno. That's no good.
Let's go step on Frieza. Oh, damn, I just
Yeah, right?
took out 5 buildings. And I want to know how some of this is going to work, because, to be honest, there's some characters in there, and I will go out on a limb, like Goku and stuff, that could easily beat quite a few people in there. Like, I hate to say it, he could probably beat, we just said his name from Death Note.
And? Well, or I can't say it right now.
Shigami?
Yeah, that word. Is that who you're trying to figure out?
Yeah.
Riku? Something like that? Ryuk.
I still think he could beat Ryuk. To be honest, Goku can just keep upping his power, upping his power. And that's what's cheap about having someone like Goku in this fighting game. Same as Frieza. They can, you know, their powers can keep going up and up and up and up and up. And there's...
So that's the thing, though, is that it's a different world, different abilities. So I mean,
he can still go Super Saiyan. It showed it.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, though. Different worlds, different universe type deal. So it's like I don't know how they're going to clash that.
But I'm just saying, to be honest, Goku could easily beat just about any of One Piece's enemies.
But the thing about the Shinigamis, though, is that they pretty much put you into a death trap to where you kill yourself, practically.
Yeah, but Goku's died how many times he came back?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know how they would clash them. Like, they would have to go into a neutral ground setting, but they show up going into fucking... I don't know. See, that's the hard part, trying to clash this game together with all those different types of...
And to be honest, I know everyone's going to think this is crazy, but I really do think Goku could easily beat Naruto.
It could probably be a lot of people.
Because of the fact that, okay, yeah, Naruto has the Nine Tails in him, and he's got that power to unleash. Plus, it showed Naruto going, you know, that gold form with the Nine Tails and everything.
Yeah.
In the thing, okay, that's fine and all. But Goku can literally stay in the background and be like, blast after blast after blast. Well, Naruto still has to get up close and be like, Rasengan.
Yeah, if they have... And then Naruto's at a disadvantage, too, if they have fucking Natsu.
Although he can throw the Rasen Shuriken, and he has a few other ones that he can throw, and he's got the Shadow Clones, but still, that's not going to stop Goku from just being like, okay, you guys are all coming at me. Kamehameha, and hit them all.
Yep.
Or if he really wants to, Goku has the ultimate advantage, right? That he can just go fly, Spirit Bomb.
Did you notice that Natsu, if I was looking at it right, that Natsu was one of the younger Natsus, too.
You mean Naruto?
Or Naruto, yeah.
That's the Naruto from Shippuden.
Was it?
Yeah.
It looked young to me.
No, it was...
I'm trying to think back of it.
It was the Shippuden Naruto.
Okay.
But that's the thing is, I feel this game would be good if they took out the Dragon Ball Z characters. Because again, not just Goku, Frieza as well. Everybody else, you know, jumps and, you know, everything, like Naruto can jump high and all that stuff. Those guys can fly.
Yeah, that's why I said different universe,
they could literally
different abilities.
I'm just saying,
it's going to clash hard.
They can just easily be like, oh, well, fly and hit him from above.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of those things that...
Especially Goku, all he has to do is be like, fly, spirit bomb, which is the size of the entire city.
Again, like I said, it's just that system is really not meant to clash, those animes, and it'll be interesting to see how it works.
What I'm saying is, how is this going to work? And two, how is this going to, like, to be honest, Naruto would not be able to lay a finger on Goku. Because Goku could be like, oh, you're coming at me with that. Teleport behind you.
But for the game, they're going to dumb it down to where Naruto is going to be able to hit him.
Oh, I know.
So, I mean...
I'm just saying, he can be like, oh, teleport behind, teleport here, teleport there.
I know.
Goku really wanted, he could be a real dick and just be like, oh, grab Naruto, fly up, throw him into space.
I said, the clash, it's not going to clash well, but we'll see where it goes.
I don't think it's going to clash well either, and I don't think, I think they're going to have a versus mode where you can fight each other, but I think for the most part in, story mode, you know, Naruto and Goku are going to help each other. Although, to be honest, I don't know how much help Naruto is against, Frieza, but...
No one's really help against Frieza unless you have other DBZ characters.
Well, Goku is. Goku defeated him by himself. That's
what I'm saying. No one's really going to be able to help him, though, unless you have other DBZ characters.
Vegeta.
DBZ?
Yeah. So, you want to take Dying Light too?
Yeah. I almost did a backflip when I saw this fucking game.
Yeah. Right on your face.
Shit. This is one game I wasn't expecting. I didn't know Techland was working on another game. I know they dropped... That's my cat trying to kill me. I didn't know Techland was working on another game. I know they dropped... oh, hey, my meat shipped. I know they dropped Dead Island.
Mine's in my pants.
Right? No, but I'm super excited that they have number 2 coming out. Dying Light, the first one, they left it off in an awkward spot. We knew there was going to be a second one, but
I didn't finish it.
5 years later, 6 years later, they finally announced it. But, so this trailer shows that obviously the zombie apocalypse did not stay contained in the city. I think it was Manhattan. It didn't stay contained, obviously.
This one looks weird to me.
Huh?
I'm just gonna. I was just said this one looks weird to me.
Why? I think it looks beautiful,
well,
and
I'm not saying that it doesn't look good. I'm not saying that it doesn't look good. I'm just saying, just keep going.
Okay, yeah, because this game gave me a gaming motor. So, fucking. So this one, you're gonna have choices, and so. For what they showed in the trailer was that you have the city guard and they hired you to take back control of the water tower.
But
so you go to the water.
Faction.
Oh, they have factions.
I think they were called the faction, and then there was the resistance.
I can't remember.
Anyways.
Right. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna call them the guards because that's technically what they are, is the guards. So, then they show up in the watchtower, and you have mercenaries up there that have control of the water tower. And you can either kill them by parkouring them off of a fucking tower, which is pretty badass, or joining them. So, if you kill them, your town actually gains morale. So, the town that your headquarters are in gain morale. And it starts to turn green, people are in higher spirits, and everything like that. And what are you doing?
Oh, I was gonna say I'll be right back while you talk about this.
Oh, yeah. So everybody's in higher spirits. There's always a consequence, though. Even if you choose good, there's always bad that comes out of it. So no matter what you choose, it's always bad consequence. The guard gets more... It looked like the guards get more strict. but they're regulating the water a little bit more and everything like that. Now, back to the Watchtower, let's say you join the mercenaries to sell the water yourself. So, people are struggling. The water, or the source of water is ran down. It's dirty, everything like that. So, you gain money from that. But the guard hates you and everything like that. You have more mercenaries that come in to try to take over, and so every decision you have has a consequence, and they're not slight consequences, they're major consequences. Even if you choose good, you have serious bad action that happen, or bad consequences that come with it too. So this game, it looks amazing. They have their
look amazing. I was just saying, what was weird to me was the whole chain reaction thing for your choices.
Oh yeah, how every action has a consequence, no matter if it's good or bad.
What's weird to me is I'm glad that I'm starting to see that, because I'd like that honestly implemented into like RPGs. Like what you do, not that reaction itself for like, oh, let's say you do something and then it changes the reaction. What I want to see in RPGs is, while you're playing, if you're like, oh, well, that sounds bad, and then something else is going on, you're not like, oh, well, I didn't want to choose this action, but it chose it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. So if you guys haven't played the first highlight, so in this one, it is a zombie game, but it's not your typical zombie game. There's not very many zombies roaming around. During the daytime, you might run into one or two. And now you go into a dark building, there might be 50, 60 in there. Don't go into a dark building.
Or out at night.
If you go out at night, you better kiss your ass goodbye, because unless you have a group of 4 people, because you will die. So, yeah, there's that too. Always be in your base, and they don't like black lights. Oh, they're UV lights, but yeah. That's all I'm going to talk about that game, because I just realized we've been recording for 2 hours already, and we're not even halfway through.
We already knew this was going to be long. Okay.
Yeah.
So these next two, I'm just going to run through real quick. We're not going to discuss much about them. But
we can talk a little bit about it.
It's the remake of Battletoads, which was for the original.
I don't know anything about it.
Which was the original Super Nintendo, I want to say. No, yeah, Nintendo.
I don't know anything about it, so.
It was a difficult game. It was easy 1 player, hard 2 players, because you could hit each other, and then they had this one part where you were on these ski boats, right? And it's one of the panning screen, where the screen will pan as you go. And trying to do that, trying to make the jumps with 2 people was nearly impossible, because one person would wind up hitting the other person.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then of course, for anyone that cares, there's Just Cause 4.
So this one, it's a Just Cause game. It looks just like a Just Cause. I mean, it's chaotic, it's destructive. Hell, you drive into a tornado for some odd reason. You drive into a fucking tornado. What?
We all do, don't we? Isn't that how you spend the weekend?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, why not? So, I mean, Just Cause is back. If you guys like that type of game, destructive sandbox game, it's coming out this year.
And then I got something on this next one that I'm like, really? This is honestly going to kill the franchise.
And it's not. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to kill the franchise.
I'm just saying, if they keep it up and try to keep pushing that sequel.
Yeah, no. It will kill what they're trying to do. I think what they're trying to do, it's already dead before it even starts.
For anyone that's wondering, it's Gears Tactics. It's a PC real-time strategy.
RTS. It's like a fucking StarCraft. No, it's more like XCOM. Yeah. It's more like an XCOM.
It's more like XCOM.
But still.
Gears in the Gears universe.
Yeah, no. It's dead before it starts.
And then here's one that Michael's excited for. 2 of them, actually, these next 2.
Well, you don't know enough about about Cyberpunk to be excited for it.
I just looked it up after we were done. Plus, I played the old pen and paper Cyberpunk.
Dude, they're bringing so much of the pen and paper into it. It's crazy. I didn't realize how much pen and paper they're bringing into it.
Dude, like, since they started making this, Roll20 literally just made a whole module for Cyberpunk that you can do on there now. That I was like, we should all jump on Roll20 and play.
So Gears 5, it takes, I don't know how long after Gears 4.
I'm guessing, this is just my guess, because I looked up...
I'm going to say a couple of years.
I looked up Gears 4 for stuff, because I was doing some research. I'm thinking 3 years after. Yeah,
JD definitely changed. Marcus doesn't look like he aged, but Marcus never looks like he fucking ages.
He's part Lucas. No.
Right? JD's definitely changed. Kat doesn't look like she changed at all.
JD looks like a dick.
JD wasn't a dick in the Gears 4. I don't know what happened to him. I'm curious of what fucking happened to him.
That's why he was 3 years later, because he's the captain.
Yeah, and he was anti-army. Like, he joined the army, and then he joined the army, and then he disobeyed an order and got kicked out. And it was just like, fuck the army.
I thought JD, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I thought the one big thing about JD is he was a lot like his dad, so he was anti-army, and I thought he used to wear his dad's old outfit.
No, he didn't get that outfit until 4, when he went to go see his dad. So and then he got his dad's armor. It was like halfway through the game. Yeah, the Coalition is what it's called, right? Or I know the makers of Gears is Coalition, but isn't that what the army's called there too? Is Coalition?
I think so, yeah. No, they're called
Cogs. Cogs, yeah. Yeah, and so in that one, you actually go against the Cog army. You're a rebel. You're rebels and resistance people going against the Cog. That's who it was. You weren't going against the Locust. There was a different type of Locust. I can't remember what they are, but they're not Locusts. But you're mainly going against fucking Cogs.
I like my favorite character just because he was funny but straightforward,
Barrett.
Kind of an asshole. What?
Oh, no, Barrett wasn't an asshole though. I thought you were gonna say Barrett.
No, I was gonna say it was Dominic Santiago.
The one that they played fucking Mad World on before he killed himself.
I cried a little bit.
Yeah, fucking I did too. I did too.
Like, why did they kill him?
Oh man, that's a hard. I ain't even thinking about it. I'm just like, oh fuck.
I have to say, you know, if you think about it, out of all the cogs or ex-cogs, you could say, you know, the one that, like, after this whole, like, if it ever ends, this whole war and everything else, if it ever finally ends, or he just says, I'm done, and literally just goes, hides himself, would be Marcus. Marcus has seen so much shit.
Marcus already did that. Marcus already did that. He was off the grid, hidden away. The Cogs couldn't find him. But you know who did find him? His son. Guess who his son led to him? The Cogs. Because he was on the run.
But I'm just saying, all the shit that he's seen, it's like, you gotta feel bad for the guy, at least a little bit.
Oh, I know. But yeah, so Gears 5, it looks like it's only a few years in the future. It starts out with somebody dying. I want to say, I can't remember, but I want to say it's Kate's mom. Or Kate's mom. I think she lived. I know she got captured, but I think she lived. I want to say she lived. And I think that's who got killed in the very beginning. So in this one, you're going to play as Kate, and you're going to go back to where it all began, which I believe it all began at Jacinto.
Jacinto.
Yeah. But I thought we sank that fucking town. So
we sank Jacinto because it was the main Hive headquarters.
Yeah, but that's where technically it all started. So I'm thinking we're going back to that area, and that's the reason why in the trailer you see so much locusts too.
I have a theory about that. I mean, I haven't played 4 or 5. No one's played
4.
5, but I haven't played 4. I know I played 1, beat that with you. Played 2,
beat that. Anytime a new one came out, we always went back and played them all.
And then I think we defeated 3, didn't we?
3, yeah, where you killed the queen.
Yeah.
That's a bitch. Yeah.
I have a theory. I could be wrong, and you could probably think, you know, you.
And then we play Judgment. Then we play Judgment Day. Don't forget about Judgment Day.
Judgment. But tell me if this sounds like a theory that could happen. She says she wants to go back to where it all started. I think she's going to be a new Locust Queen.
That's kind of what the trailer's pointing at, because that necklace. It's a Locust necklace.
I think
she
not
got
just
that in Alaska.
Yeah, I think not just that, but we killed the queen.
Yep.
And without a queen, the locusts run amok, and they don't know how to
survive.
survive.
A lot of the locusts. I thought when the queen died, a lot of the locusts died too.
I thought all of them died.
Yeah, so did I.
It literally showed all of them dying, and they even said, "Looks like that's the end of the locusts."
Yep.
But what I think she's gonna either become a new queen, or she's going to like get infected and become like a hybrid. And she's gonna.
Well, that's what 4 was. Is that this new people were creating husk, and the husks were like.
Say Mass Effect now.
It kind of is. The husk turn you into a locust. It's like the early stages of locust, but you're more powerful than locust. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
I'm talking about she's gonna become natural, and she's gonna become like a hybrid, like half queen, half human. Call it.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, because when she pointed the gun at I don't even know who that is. It almost looks like a young Cole. That's what I thought it was at first. I was like, oh fuck, we got another prequel. Because I thought that black guy was Cole. It looked just like Cole, but super young. Goddamn Cole train. But yeah, no. When she points the gun at him and says, "Why are you following me?" or "Why'd you come with me?"
No. It said,
I don't think that's her.
No. It said, "What did JD tell you?" Yeah.
And so, and I don't think that was actually like her talking. I think that was voices in her head from the necklace talking. And so, yeah, I think there's something to do with that necklace and why she wants to go back there. Although Marcus is the one that tells her to go back. So.
Well, Marcus, like she told Marcus she wanted to go back, and he was just like, okay. I think at this point, Marcus, like, do whatever the hell you want. I don't care.
Right.
Like even the whole direct order thing. From thing, I'm pretty sure Marcus is just look at his son and say, "Go fuck yourself."
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing is that JD was totally anti-Cog after he got kicked out and whatnot, and now he's the head person of the Cogs. It's like something weird's happened, and they need to fill that in when the game comes out because that's.
I mean, what do you think of my theory?
About her becoming a queen?
Do you think that is a possibility?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say the series will end, but I think it might end with the Locust finally, with her becoming a queen and literally just having them be done. Like, stop attacking.
Well, if you watch the trailer, or that trailer, when it's showing Kate going against the Locust, there is no JD and there's no Marcus. So, are we going to be, is it going to be one of those games where you're doing the storyline over here, but you're also doing the storyline over here at the same time. You're jumping back and forth, and your guys are all going down, and you're going to meet at the end of the game, and something big shit's going to happen. It could be.
Maybe.
That's where I think the Queen's going to come in at.
I think. Oh, I wonder if they do a meetup at the end. I wonder if it's going to have you say, push X for Kate, B for JD, and pick which side, and let's say you pick Kate, and she becomes the new queen. She shoots JD and kills him or something.
Yeah, I mean,
and now,
something.
And when she kills him, that's what makes her become a queen.
Yeah. Well, we got quite a while on Gears 5. It's coming out next year.
Yeah, like I said, that's just a theory, though. I could be wrong. We could be absolutely wrong. It could just literally be the necklace.
Spectating. So.
Hey, what if Ram comes back?
Fuck that guy. Dude, that is probably one of the hardest boss battles and Gears. I actually no Queen, then Ram. Queen was a bitch too.
Queen was a bitch.
So Ram's right under her, dude. That fucking train.
You had that short area of the train, plus you had to like get rid of those freaking bats that were on him.
Dude, that's back in that one. If you notice on the trailer, there's fucking bats.
Yeah, those bat things. I think those are locusts. Or they didn't call them locusts, they called them something else, but I forgot what they called them.
It's swarm. No, something like that. But yeah, they're brutal. They're fucking...
Yeah, you couldn't get past them. You tried to, they instantly eat your shit.
It's instant death. You'd have to use a light. You have two people. You have to have one person up there with a spotlight, fucking hitting them, and then then they can get through.
I never understood how anyone could beat him single player.
I don't think I ever did, because the AI's not intelligent enough.
Yeah, the AI wasn't smart enough to get on the light, and even if you got on the light to flash him, the AI would still be sitting there crouched when it's like, no, you could shoot him now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I ever beat him single.
I think the only way that you could do it is you shine the light, and then once those bats go away, you shoot right there, and then go hide or something.
Yeah, I don't remember ever beating a single player. I don't think I really beat any of the Gears single. No, I beat Judgment Day single player.
Yeah.
Because that's when I was living in Vancouver, and you were obviously we were distant away from each other at that point. So, so this next game.
I remember when you actually get rid of the bats, he wasn't too tough. Like, you and I shot him 4 times, 2 each. Because we had those high-powered snipers and we were both like, boom! Boom! And then, next thing you know, I was like, oh, that was easy. It was just those damn bats.
Yep.
And then his gun that broke everything.
Fucking Christ. Yeah. Oh, and then he also rammed. Hint the name, Ram.
Yeah.
So.
That sometimes if you couldn't get away from him, he'd pick you up and throw you through the next car.
Yep.
And you'd be like, and I'm dead! Come heal me! And you just walk over, step on your head.
Right? Alright, and the next game is a pretty big one from Project Red. CD Projekt Red. Cyberpunk 2077. So, I guess apparently Jason Schreier, don't quote me on it, because I can't remember his exact words, but this game is Witcher 3 meets Deus Ex. Deus Ex. Which also meets pen and paper. So, just those 3 combos are just like, holy shit.
Which is funny that they say that it's Witcher meets Deus Ex because Deus Ex was just a copy of Cyberpunk pen and paper game.
Oh, the augmentations and stuff, and that's what this one's all about. It's augmentation. You're augmenting your body and stuff. Each part of your body is customizable, which is really weird because this game is a third-person game, so you can't even see your body.
No, you could if it's third person.
Or first person. You can't see your body. It's an FPS.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an FPS.
I was going to say, third person, you can see your body.
Yeah, I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
but no, it's an FPS. So it's like this. They talk about all these customized items, all this gear that you get that changes your looks. It's like, that's cool. It's a single player game. It's a solo game. There is no online, by my knowledge. So why are we getting all this cosmetic shit when we can't even see our own body?
I think it is going to be actually online.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be online only. I think they're going to have an online feature. Yeah,
and I guess so. Jason Schreier got to play this game a little bit, and he says that where the Witcher part comes in, there's a shit ton of side quests. This game is not linear at all. There's a lot to do. The developer says the storyline is super long. You're looking at like an 80-hour storyline, not counting the side missions.
So for me, this is going to get the Persona treatment.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to play for like maybe 30, 40 hours and then be like, and toss it aside for now.
You got to remember the maker of this game. CD Projekt Red made The Witcher. Yeah. And The Witcher I still haven't beat to this day. And
I beat 1.
I beat 1, I beat 2. Witcher 3 is an 80-hour story, easy, not counting the DLC and not counting the fucking side missions. Matt's going to look it up now.
Yes.
And with The Witcher, obviously you want to beat the side missions before you beat the story because you learn the lore that way and it's funner that way. But yeah, there's just a shit ton of stuff to do in it. He says it's super fun. The combat
3 is 48.5 hours for the main story.
I was way wrong. 102
hours for main plus extra, and to complete it 100%, it's 168 hours.
That might be the reason why I said 80 hours, was because just doing the side missions
the main
and
story for Witcher 1 is 35.5 hours.
That seems right.
Main plus extra is 46.
Yeah, Witcher 1 wasn't very long.
And to complete
2 was long.
And to do everything complete is 65.5.
2 was long.
Is the shortest of them all.
It was long. I spent a lot of time in 2.
24 hours for the main story, 33.5 for main plus extra, and 53.5 for completion. I
spent a lot of time in Witcher 2. So,
and that's
Witcher 3 is fucking ridiculous though. And that's not even counting all the DLC in Witcher 3, which I haven't touched.
Let's see. The Heart of Stones is 10 hours, and Blood and Wine is another 15.5 hours.
So much. Yeah. So much. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't looking forward to it until I saw the trailer and everything. There's a lot of choice dialogues and everything like that, so it's going to be good. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't know too much about it. I just know what people are saying, and that Deus Ex is one of my favorite games. Witcher is one of my favorite game series. Combining those together, I'm like, oh yes. So, I think CD Projekt Red is going to give them a few more games, and they're going to be just like a Naughty Dog and fucking.
Pretty much.
Huh? Gone.
Like they're going to be like you said, like a Naughty Dog and stuff. So they're going to be like one every couple of years.
No, I'm just saying, like production-wise, when you hear a Naughty Dog or a Naughty Dog game coming out, you know it's going to be good, or a.
Insomniac is that way too.
Insomniac. Fuck. Who makes Red Dead Redemption? Rockstar. Rockstar Games. I mean, they're gonna Project CD Red's gonna make a name for themselves because all they've really made is fucking Witcher. Which, don't get me wrong, Witcher series is really fucking good, but most people don't know 1 and 2. They only know 3. So. All right, now the Bethesda's we can run through pretty damn fast because it's pretty linear. Rage 2, we already knew that was coming. Yeah. Oh, your predictions for Bethesda. Your predictions was you didn't care about Wolfenstein 2. You said NA. You didn't know anything about Doom 2. Elder Scrolls 6, we have a blank. And then Starfield, you said no.
Well, they didn't talk about Starfield.
No, we just talked about Starfield, and you said no. And then they showed Starfield, which was remember? They only showed just the name of it.
Oh yeah. See, there's Rage 2. There's
which looks like a Mad Max.
Yeah. There's Elder Scrolls Legends,
which we knew they were going to talk about.
Which is a phone game.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it's their card game.
Yes.
What's that Elder Scrolls game that? Yeah, it's coming to console. I didn't write it down.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh yeah, it's right there. Okay.
Going back to Black Marsh, and it's introducing a dungeon that has werewolves.
Yeah. That's all I really got from it. I didn't really care about the online. I was like,
And then there's Doom Eternal, which is Doom 2.
Actually, Doom 2. It's Hell on Earth.
They called it Doom 2.
Yeah. It's Hell on Earth now.
Yeah.
It's more Doom. I'm not excited for it.
Great Champions.
Which we knew was going to be there. It's free now, apparently.
Yeah. Prey.
Which I don't care. It's Prey DLC. And I was like, whatever. I didn't really care about it.
Wolfenstein 2.
DLC. More DLC. You can play as BJ's twin daughters, which means you can play in co-op now. You also have a VR. You also have VR you can play in now. So.
And then, of course, they talked about Fallout 76, which we already went through that. Then they have, this is one that Michael was excited for, Elder Scrolls Blades.
I'm totally amped for this one.
He even pre-ordered it.
Yeah. It's a mobile game. It's the mobile RPG game.
That looks like dog shit. That they're saying is also going to come to consoles later that year, and I'm like, so just another Elder Scrolls console game?
Oh yeah. Oh, and they did come out with the new Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
It's on Alexa.
Oh yes, it's the very special edition.
Yeah, no, that's a legit thing.
I know.
That I thought that was a joke.
Nope.
I thought it was a joke. No, it's legit. You guys can actually play Skyrim on Alexa.
Yep. And he gives you He gives you 1 of 4 random spots. Then there's Starfield. And then Oh, I was gonna say
Starfield is, most people don't know about Starfield. They didn't really explain what Starfield was. You got to go into the deep web to find Starfield. So Starfield takes place in Fallout universe, just in space. It's like 100 years in the future, something like that. You go out to space. That's all we really know about it. That's all they really shared about it too. So.
And then of course they teased Elder Scrolls 6. We don't know what it's going to be called.
They teased a mountain.
Yes, I know.
And a castle. There's a castle there too.
And then now we're on Square Enix.
So, Elder Scrolls 6, we are thinking new gen. Because they were talking about the next generation before they started showing Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I think it won't come out before PlayStation 5.
I think it's going to be PlayStation 5, Xbox 2.
Yep, I think it's going to be system sellers. I think that's going to be one of the first games for them. Alright, Square Enix. We got Life is Strange. You said no. Final Fantasy 15 DLC, you said yes. Final Fantasy 7, you said yes. Avengers Cinematic Trailer, you said yes. Just Cause 4, I said no, which we already know that's wrong. Dragon Quest 11, Dragon Quest Builders 2, hope for it.
So instead, they show Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Which we already knew was going to be there.
They showed more stuff for Final Fantasy 14, which is a Monster Hunter mashup. Which honestly, I think is stupid.
Yeah.
They showed more stuff for Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
So no Life is Strange.
This is Life is Strange. No Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
No, not even any 15 DLC.
We knew there's DLC coming, but we figured that they would show some kind of hey, this is kind of what we're looking at.
Then a game that I'm excited for, Dragon Quest 11.
So an extended trailer for that.
I love Dragon Quest.
Which Matt walked away right before it started.
I came back right when it was going.
Babylon's Fall, which we don't know nothing of. I think you just showed the name. I think you just showed the name of it.
Yeah. Then of course Nier Automata.
Octopath Traveler, which is a 16-bit game.
Which I might get for the Switch and not the PS4.
Just Cause 4 got shown.
Again.
The Quiet Man. So this game looks good, and people are fucking hating on it bad. Now I don't understand why. There's like, whoa, okay, so you're a deaf guy and you punch people. That's not the concept of the game. Like, yeah, that's what the trailer showed, but that's not the premise behind it. You're deaf and you're defending yourself. In this game, like, I didn't know this, but Matt was explaining, in this game, you're deaf. The entire game is quiet the entire time. You have to use all your other senses. So, to me, that's intense. It's all shit. And I'm really intrigued of how that's going to work out.
Yeah, I said that when you were showing it. Because I even said, I go, this is a game that's going to do the opposite. Usually when you play games, there'll be parts where it's dark and you can still hear. This one, you can't hear anything. So if you're in an area where it's dark and you can't hear anything, you're screwed on both accounts.
Yep.
Because if they do this right, especially for people that play games with headphones, even if they're not playing online, like sometimes I do,
yep.
I'm going to be put on headphones not hearing a single thing. Like, that game, to be honest, like, they should have no music playing in the background, except for, like, maybe cutscenes and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when you're playing the actual character, there should be no music playing, because you should not be able to hear any sounds at all.
Yeah.
Which means you're going to have to rely on looking around all the time.
And then they ended it with Kingdom Hearts 3. Which each one was a different trailer.
Coming out January 29th, 2019. Still makes you sick.
And then we jumped to Ubisoft. So Ubisoft, we had predictions of Assassin's Creed. We said no. Ghost Recon Wildlands DLC, most likely. Splinter Cell, yes. Crew 2, no. Watch Dogs 3, no. Rainbow Six Siege, yes.
And let's see, they did Just Dance 2019. Don't care. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. I was disappointed in this trailer. It was all cinematics. There was no gameplay. They're nowhere close to being done. I won't see this game till 2020, maybe 2021 when the new fucking system comes out.
To be honest, the cinematic trailer, like, it looked nice, but how everything was going on, I didn't like it because it was like, to me, too many things were going on at once.
Yeah, and the thing is, this game is supposed to be a prequel to the first one. And so Jade is only like 17 or 18 in the first one.
She was 16.
So why does she look like she's 25, 26 in this one? And evil.
I think, honestly, it's a sequel.
It's supposed to be a prequel. It's before...
It's supposed to be, but I don't think it's going to be.
Unless they dropped that and fucking switched it around now.
And switched to a sequel, because Jade looks like she's 25 and evil. Because if this is going to be a sequel, then there should be no Jade at all. It should be literally just about the pig.
Yeah, well, and Jade photograph and everything like that. I mean, she's a photographer. She does all the reporting and conspiracy shit, and so... Yeah, because she reported on the Space Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It's weird. I like the game, but the cinematic trailer is like,
I like Beyond Good and Evil 1, but when I was watching a cinematic trailer, I'm like, this makes me not want to buy it.
No. And it's only a cinematic trailer, and they've been working on this game for like 4 years.
5 years.
And then we only got a cinematic trailer.
5 years.
We're nowhere near this fucking game of being ready.
Yeah.
So,
and again, you know, they've been working on it for 5 years, and the cinematic trailer didn't even grip us. It was kind of like, okay.
No, I wanted to see gameplay. I wanted to see fucking gameplay.
I want to know if that is Jade. If that is Jade, then
the pig said Jade right before it ended.
I was gonna say, because if that's Jade, then it's a sequel. Because if it's supposed to be a prequel, then you're not supposed to be Jade at all.
No, Jade would be fucking 16, 15, somewhere around there. And Jade's super young, as it is right now.
Yeah.
So, then Rainbow Six Siege, they talked about the Parabellum, the new map and everything like that, and they got 35 million players.
We're one of them.
Yep. Trails Rising. Okay. That's all I can say about it. They had a pretty funny intro. Yeah. The guy coming up and tripping and falling on the fucking...
I thought it was over the top. I thought it was like kind of dumb, to be honest.
Yeah,
really?
He did it on purpose, but still, Ubisoft's conference was kind of blah until that happened. So, Division 2, they just showed more Division.
Hey, I said there's gonna be Division stuff too.
Yeah, right. They're adding raids, which is cool. 3 episodes completely free. I don't remember what these episodes are.
Those are the first 3. Just remember, each thing's gonna be knocked into episodes.
Oh, the DLCs.
Yeah.
And they're completely free.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I think all DLC should be free. It's never gonna happen.
I think the only time you should have to pay for something... I think the only time it should not be free is if it's going to be something huge, almost like another game on its own.
Or cosmetics, or if you want to make your characters look pretty.
Yeah. But then you got, like I think, to be honest, I think Final Fantasy 15 is doing it right. They had the season pass. You buy the season pass one time. Every episode that they come out with, you get, no matter what.
Thought they had season 2 yet. No. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't add another season pass.
Yeah, you're right. And then Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is just a DLC. I thought it was going to be another game, but it's not. It's just DLC. They're adding Donkey Kong Adventures to it.
Which made me sad because I thought, holy crap, Donkey Kong game! Besides Tropical Freeze.
And then Skull and Bones. That's their Ubisoft Sea of Thieves.
Which looks like a better Sea of Thieves.
Yep. And I think they delayed themselves because of Sea of Thieves, so they can get their shit right, put a PvE server in. That's what Sea of Thieves needs. Transference. Don't know what this game is. Always saw was the name Transference. Starlink Battle for Atlas, which has, I don't know what it is, but they're adding Starbox to it.
Yeah.
For Honor was free.
I did not even know people were still playing.
Oh yeah, For Honor. Yeah, it's free until the 18th, so if you got on PC only. They didn't say that during their fucking conference, because me and Matt went searching for it on the PlayStation, and it's like, what the fuck is this? I actually had to do a little bit of research.
I was like, oh, might as well, just try it once.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know people were still playing. I thought these servers were honestly shut down.
No, I knew they went to dedicated servers. I knew they just got their dedicated servers up and going for it, but I figured there was only maybe a couple thousand people playing, so not enough to keep this fucking servers on and going. So, I don't know. But yeah, it's free on PC if you guys are looking forward to playing For Honor on PC. I am not. That's not a PC game to me. Oh yeah, they're coming out with Marching Fire. And then they have this Breach mode. Whatever that is. Fuck me. Oh.
It is almost midnight, so.
It's fucking midnight here.
Almost.
We're almost through. We're almost through. Crew 2.
I was going to stay up and play Tales of Berseria. It doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Not me. Oh, fuck, dude. I got Crew 2 coming out. They didn't show anything about it. They talked a little bit about the beta. That was it. And oh my god, Assassin's Creed. At first, when they saw Assassin's Creed, I was like, oh fuck, here we go again, every year. This is going to be garbage. You don't even play a fucking assassin in this game. And this is not me being mad about it. This is me being curious. I'm just tired it's coming out that way. No, I'm super intrigued. You don't play assassin, you play as a Roman soldier. You can play as male or female. They're adding an RPG element. You can power stuff up. I mean, it looks like it's going to be good. I mean, I like how you're not an assassin. It's gonna be this game's gonna be different. So, and it's a continuation of Origins apparently. So this is what happens after Origins. So you're still in the process of making the Brotherhood. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not an assassin. You're a Roman soldier. You're technically a mercenary.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's October 5th.
Yeah, it comes out this year. I'm super excited for it. The battle system is, you got your counter system back for the battles. It's still Dark Soul-esque, where you have to dodge around a bunch too, and everything like that.
Yeah,
but
they brought the counters back, which was cool.
Yeah. And it's Sony. Fucking Sony. If we had...
They were the worst one at E3.
It was a letdown. A big... There's just a big pile of shit.
Okay, so the first game is about a girl that's a lesbian.
The Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind that. I'm pro.
Oh, I don't care about that either. I was just like,
I'm pro. You know, I'm pro that scene. I'm too tired to think of the lesbian, but the fuck me. I can't think of what.
LGBTQ.
Thank you! Sorry, guys. I'm fucking tired. But yeah, no, I'm pro that community. I'm all for it. But they kind of forced it in this game.
Well, to be honest,
like that's the first thing they show. It's
like when I've seen it, I was like, okay, I don't care that she's lesbian, but this really is awkward because she's like 16.
Yeah, it wasn't subtle. It was just full on makeup session for like 10 seconds. It was like,
going, okay,
what is this?
This is like 16. Are we technically watching child pornography?
Then it goes and shows her inside. This is supposed to be like 3 years after the first one. 3 or 4 years after the first one. So, they show battles against humans. What happened to the clickers? Are they gone?
What happened to
extinct? Everything? What happened to fireflies? I mean, they just left this game with a lot of questions. No release date, just a lot of questions. And then they had God of War. Yes, they showed God of War. You know what for? A new game plus. What does God of War don't need? A new game plus.
It doesn't make any sense. A new game plus. Why? God of War doesn't make any sense for New Game Plus because it's like, okay, yeah, I might go back to it, right, and play it again because I've done it with the other God of Wars. But I don't need a New Game Plus where it's like, oh look, I'm just gonna take everything over because then there's no point. There's no point in killing all the Valkyries again, killing all the of Odin's Ravens again because it's like I already have all that for it. So you'll do a New Game Plus and you'll be like, I already got the best armor. I have a maxed out axe. I have a maxed out Blades of Chaos.
I guess the only reason for it is you put the game on the hardest difficulty so you can go and get a platinum, but apparently you don't even need it on the hardest difficulty to get a platinum.
No, you don't. You just need to like kill the Valkyries, get all the Ravens, and upgrade all your shit, I guess, and then you can get it.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy platinum to get. It's just... So there's no point of a New Game Plus. There's just no point.
And then they have Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. So they're adding 4 fan favorite maps from all the Call of Duties, which is cool.
One of them I'm excited for. I don't like Summit. A lot of people like Summit. I hate Summit. Because especially after you figured out in Summit you can be like, run, run, run. I can jump on this car and then crouch down a bit and kill everyone that goes along the side.
Oh, I know what map you're talking about now.
Yeah, the snow one with that trolley car.
Yeah.
And then the one that I do like is Firing Range.
Yeah, that was the only one that they showed that I like. I was happy they came back. Was Firing Range. Out of the 4 that I saw.
I remember that had a bad glitch too. It's like you get on the edge of the window and then like jump, 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 knife, and you can be at the very top of the roof and like underneath this mesh where you're hidden.
Yeah, they'll probably take that out. But, point being, they bring the map back, which I think is cool. Ghost of Tsushima, another samurai game. I don't really know too much about this one. Is this the one where you talk to your mentor, which is a female, and you go through the trailer with her, and then at the end, you fight her, and then she loses, and you hand her a sword, and then this new guy comes in, and you guys battle her, and that's where the trailer ends. That Ghost of Tsushima.
Are you talking about when he came in and there was that older lady that they were talking?
Yeah.
I thought that was the other one.
Yeah, I don't know. There's 2 samurai games. But yeah, this is the one by Sucker Punch. This game looked beautiful. This is the one I said that, yep, this is the death of my PS4 if I get it.
Yeah.
Because it was highly, highly graphic. It was 4K all the way.
Dude,
holy fuck.
Dude, all you gotta do is sneeze wrong on your PS4 and it's gonna stop.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is
now my game doesn't even, I can't even put a CD into my disk drive. I mean, I can. I pop it in there, I can walk back, go to the bathroom, come back, and it will barely be pushed in. Because it just doesn't want to go in.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking disk drive's going out of it. And then, this is Remedy's new game, Control. Remedy is the one that made Quantum Break and I can't remember the other game, but they made Quantum Break, which was a drop.
Is this that stupid one where it was like they kept redoing the same simulation? It just kept getting farther and farther every time. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah,
when
I'm
they
trying
died,
to
it would say simulation ended.
Yeah, I think it is. I know which one you're talking about, and I kind of tuned myself out from it because it really bored the shit out of me because they kept going back and back and back and back and back.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, so you're technically inside of a video game. Are you technically doing a VR over and over and over again?
While you're looking that up, Resident Evil 2 Remake. That's gonna be good. I'm excited for that one. Lost my shit when I saw it. I screamed.
No, this isn't. Control is not that.
Okay, what's Control?
Control is that, like, how do you explain? Control's that weird one with the chick and that the like the wall turns into almost like a vortex.
I don't remember.
And
I was turned off on Sony.
she's got the gun. I'll play just this small snippet. I'll share my screen.
Yeah. Kill while you're doing. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
See?
Oh, okay.
Is that really honestly that kind of dumb one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, no bueno. And then got Trover Saves the Universe. This is another dumb trailer. I knew that guy was gonna get electrocuted the way the fucking TV was all leaned over the bathtub. This is what I'm talking about.
Yes, I was like, this looks stupid.
Yep. I think they're from the makers of Rick and Morty or something like that.
Yes, it is. Because the guy that came in had the same voice for Morty.
Yeah. And then they showed.
Well, the guy that does the voice of Rick is Dan Harmon, the one that does that show Harmon Quest.
Yeah.
So.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. Then they showed Kingdom Hearts 3. Man, every conference had Kingdom Hearts 3, but each conference was a different trailer. I think Sony's trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 was the best, though.
Yes, I will say that.
So.
And then I'm going to do these next two. Actually, I want to do the next three. These next two I'm going to do quickly because
no one cares.
Death Stranding.
Well, I guess people care about Death Stranding, but I'm more like, what the fuck is this?
This game looks
I've seen 4 trailers.
Up.
I've seen 4 trailers. I have no idea what the fuck this game is.
This game, honestly, the game looks stupid. It's like, okay, I have a fucking embryo that's with me.
Yeah, no. The only reason why this game is so goddamn hyped is because it's Norman Reedus and Hideo
Kojima.
Yeah, Kojima. Those are the only reason why this game is hyped. If it was anybody else that was making this game and any other actor, we wouldn't care about this game at all.
We'd be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, and now they have another famous actress in it that everybody's blowing up about, and I don't even know who the fuck she is.
But I'm like sitting here going, this is dumb. Like, I'm watching this thing going, this doesn't make any sense.
We haven't seen gameplay. It's all cinematic trailers. We know it's a long ways away, but we still don't even know what the fuck is going on. There's 4 different trailers that we've seen, and no one knows what the hell's going on.
And I want to know what this game's like mainly about. Like, are you supposed? I understand he's supposed to be like a courier, like a courier. He's supposed to be a delivery guy, go deliver shit. Okay. Do I fight these things? Do we just dodge around them? Is this game literally just gonna be like one big fetch quest where it's like, go deliver this, then go deliver this?
And then there was that one trailer that we saw at the Game Awards where he gets sucked into the water or whatever it is, and then now he's like, he died technically, and he's reborn back in this area, and he can see all the fucking things now. It's like, so he's into a different universe, and it's like, what the fuck?
I think he's in the spirit world now with the embryo and whatnot, and then he had that stupid like device. He like moved it and then rubbed that like that capsule thing that has the stupid baby in it, and it's like, and the baby's looking around, and he's got like this like satellite thing that's on him.
The satellite detects him. The satellite detects those invisible things.
Yeah,
I know that much.
But what's the baby do?
Why is the baby important? It's more or less because in remember in the Game Awards trailer that they showed at the Game Awards that they were saying protect the baby, and that's when Norman Reedus took the baby because the guy was about ready to get sucked up into the fucking air from those invisible things. Remember? Mm-hmm. Then that witch showed up, and.
But my thing is okay. So like, this game doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like one big fetch quest, too. I
don't even know where the fetch quest came from. I know he's a delivery guy, but it's like.
What's he delivering? And
I don't know.
What the fuck's with the baby is my main thing.
What the fuck's with this whole game?
Well, like, I was like, okay, this game's weird, this game's weird, this game's weird. Like, I already knew it was weird, and then once he pulls out the baby again, I go, oh yeah, I forgot how fucked up this thing actually is.
Well, yeah, just the intro of the fucking trailer, it was like, what is this? And also you see the head, and I was like, oh, Death Stranding.
Yeah. And then Neo 2. Which I don't care. This freaking I hate. Neo 1 pissed me off.
This game came out of left field. I was like, wait, what? You guys are actually coming out with the number 2?
I don't know
what the fuck.
I don't know why. And then
the good old game that we all been waiting for.
Spider-Man.
Of course, they're gonna end it with Spider-Man.
Now, what I like about this, that I noticed from watching the trailer, this is an older Spider-Man. This is not like he's still newer. He's been doing this for a while, because if you heard in the trailer when he was talking to that lady in his suit, and she's like, this person, and he's on the raft, and they're like, oh, everything's open. He goes, so you're telling me the villains that I've caught the last 7 years are all free now?
Yep. There's more to it that I have learned from the last podcast I just listened to, What's Good Games, because they gotta play it. There's a lot of RPG elements to this game. Mm-hmm. Every suit you get, you actually craft. You craft all of your suits. Yep. And you get to upgrade your suits and everything like that. I'm super hyped about that. Like each suit has its own abilities, and
this is also the first game that is going to introduce Miles Morales.
Who's that?
See, I knew you'd ask that. Miles Morales he was technically a clone of Peter Parker, but he was more of a superior clone. They're getting ready to make a Spider-Man movie with Miles Morales in it, and he's got a different set of powers already to begin with. He's also sometimes goes by the name Kid Arachnid. But
that sounds really familiar.
Yeah. Okay. And he can do go invisible, and he's got all these other types of powers that Peter doesn't have. Yeah. He's got an even higher sense, even higher spider sense.
Yeah, it'll be good. And it's cool because the stuff that they showed during the trailer, that wasn't a cinematic trailer. It looks cinematic trailer, but it's not. That's the actual gameplay trailer. So
3 hours.
Yeah.
For 3 hours and 4 minutes.
Yeah. Well, you know this is going to be a long podcast.
Now for Nintendo.
No, I'm not done with Spider-Man yet.
Okay.
You don't. No.
Okay.
So, Spider-Man. So, you know how most Spider-Mans where people get turned off from the web slinging and stuff because it's not fluent? And this one, it's super fluent. So, what you do is you hold R2 down, and it does it for you. It's like an auto swing for you, and you just swing on through the city.
So like 2 was.
Huh?
So like 2 was.
Yeah. But
2
smoother.
Was, you just had to hold it down, and it just... La 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 la.
Yep. It's just smoother. And then they obviously got the combat system from the, not Respawn, Rocksteady's Batman game that they made. I think they made.
Games, yep.
Yeah, they brought that influence in.
You know what's funny? Speaking of Rocksteady and the Batman Arkham games, they already said, and it's true, you haven't seen it anymore, that Batman Arkham Knight is the final Batman game. And I can see how they said that. You don't know, you haven't played it yet. So I won't give anything away, really. Although I could, because it's been so long. But anyways, they said that Arkham Knight's the last Batman game. Okay. Then they said, they came out and said this. First it was a rumor, and then Rocksteady came out and said, yes, this is happening. They said they were going to work on a Superman game. Just like Batman.
That's the rumors.
That was the rumor. And now you hear about things about Rocksteady, and they're like, we ain't working on anything.
Well, Rocksteady, the last thing I heard is they said they're working on a secret project, and then they're not ready to announce. We all thought they were going to announce at E3 that was going to be Superman, and they didn't. Obviously, they didn't announce anything, so they're working on something, but I don't think it's Superman.
And I want to know, like, to be honest, a lot of people want a good Superman game. I don't, only because, well, Superman's one of those overpowered characters.
That's the reason why there's not a good game for him. It's because of that. It's too hard to make a balanced character.
Yeah, how would you make a balanced Superman game with a character that is bulletproof, has heat vision, has cold breath, can, literally fly, all that stuff. That's why they were able to do it with Batman just fine, because Batman is normal. He's a human. Spider-Man, they can do it because, well, he's got the webs and stuff, but he's not immortal like Superman.
He's not immortal.
Unless they give everybody there, including the
Kryptonite
lackeys, kryptonite.
Yep. So, yeah, I know. I hear it all the time that people want a good Superman, but it's just it's just too hard to make a balance, and that's the reason why you haven't got a good Superman yet. So, all right, Nintendo. So we got Demon X Machina, which we don't know nothing about. If you guys do the Nintendo site, you go to their E3 section, it'll tell you all about it. I was too goddamn lazy to put it up, and too goddamn tired to put it up, because I had a hell of a week.
I want to get through this anyways. My phone's at 5% to begin with.
Yeah, we're almost done. We got all the release dates after this, but yeah, we're almost done. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is just a DLC, the Golden Country. Let's Go Pokemon. I kind of want to talk about this one for a second. They showed...
You mean Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee?
I'd say Let's Go Pokemon, because I didn't really have time to write the fucking thing down. So this game, we already know about it. They didn't show anything new. They pretty much, everything that they showed on Facebook or wherever the advertisement was, that's what they showed. But they put a bonus if you pre-order, not pre-order, if you buy the Pokeball that goes with it, you get Mew. So, I saw that, Matt.
What?
You're just like, oh god, really?
I'm like, no, I think, more in my head, I'm like, really, who cares?
I do. But this is nostalgia for me because like Yellow is one of my favorite games for Pokemon.
My question is,
and I kind of like the.
Is that the only way that you're gonna be able to get Mew? Are they gonna let you be able to capture Mew in the game?
No. Mew's been always one of those ones that you have to get the special shit for. Remember, you had to go to the Pokemon movie to get Mew in Red and Blue, I think it was, because you got your special code or whatever, the card. You put the card in, and
it was Silver and Gold.
Something like that. You get. I mean, they don't allow you to catch.
It was Red. I don't think it was. It might have been Red and Blue. No, Red and Blue was out before that movie even came out. I think it was Silver and Gold.
Yeah, it might have been Silver and Gold. But yeah, no, I mean, it's because with the unknowns, you have to get all the unknowns.
And then on the card there was a code on it.
A code you put on it to go able to catch it. They've done that all for all their like super legendary shit. So I mean,
or you had to go to like a GameStop at a certain time on this day with your DS or 3DS and download it.
Yep. I mean, they've never made it simple to get fucking certain legendaries.
Like, oh, you want the 3 legendary dogs? Come to these 3 locations and, like, come to this Toys R Us, come to this GameStop, and come to here, and you get, you know, 1 of each.
And now that since they're releasing Mew to Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, which connects to Pokemon Go, that means Mew will be in Pokemon Go. That means you could probably catch Mew on Pokemon Go through one of the gym battle things that you have. I don't know if you were playing Pokemon around at the time, but they have the legendary Pokemons that circle the gyms. You can go there with a bunch of people. It's a raid.
I was battling with some people because the Mew showed up. Yesterday when I got off work, there was a bunch of people over there because the Mew showed up. It was like a CP 3800 Mew or 38,000 Mew.
Yep.
So like 4 of us fought it, and I didn't know that once we didn't get it. We almost did, but someone was saying that I guess if you beat him, you get the Pokemon.
You get a chance to catch it. You get like 5 or 6 balls or whatever it is to catch it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
I guess that's like the only incident that you ever see the Master Balls is they give you like 5 Master Balls to catch them.
Yeah. Yep. Next game is Super Mario Party, which looks badass for Switch.
I'm glad they took it out of the cart system.
Yeah, I mean it looks better if they showed it with 2 switches. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it with just 1 switch. Going back to Pokemon real quick. Another thing, the reason I'm excited for Pokemon is that you only use 1 Joy-Con. And let's say you're playing with your kid or your girlfriend or whatever, you can give them the other Joy-Con, and they can catch the Pokemon for you.
Help you, and it doubles your chances.
So you can play. Yeah, you can play with 2 people for one game, which I think is cool. The Switch has been really clever when it comes to that kind of stuff. Fortnite's out on Switch, and
you skipped more about Super Mario Party.
I did. I saw your little thing. That's the reason why I was on Fortnite. My bad. So yeah, Super Mario Party's back.
They got out of the cart system, which is awesome about the whole thing.
It's gonna be fun.
It's weird about the whole 2 Switch things because I don't know how that's gonna work for like
people that only have 1 Switch
online or 1 Switch.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then there's Fire Emblem, the 3 houses.
3 houses. They didn't announce anything with it though. I mean, they showed a trailer for it, which the trailer looked fucking badass. I like the trailer. The RTS with army style, which is different. It looks good. Fortnite is out on Switch, but if your Epic account is linked to your PlayStation account, don't expect to play Fortnite on PS4 or on Switch.
Nope.
You have to make a whole new account because PS4 is butthurt that Sony's butthurt that Fortnite went to Switch.
And it's funny because Switch users can play with Xbox users and PC.
Yep. I don't know what Sony's doing. Sony needs to pull their fucking head out of their ass and realize that it's not all about them anymore.
I think that this whole... Like, they can keep their own exclusive games. We've talked about this before. They can keep their own exclusive games, but they need to not... I think they should stop with the whole my server and your server. It should just be, no matter what it is, like a big game like Fortnite or even PUBG. If PUBG ever gets onto PlayStation, have it where where PS4 players can now play against Xbox players.
Well, the way that fucking Sony's acting right now, they don't need fucking PUBG.
I'm just saying though, but Fortnite's the same way. Let them be able to play with Xbox. Did you know that when they announced Fortnite for the Switch, that there was a major glitch in their servers for Sony? I think this is why Sony said no, because on the same day that they announced Fortnite for the Switch, Sony and Xbox were able to play against each other for that day. And I think it was a screw up. So pretty much
that was an accident.
So I think what happened is someone probably flipped the switch.
They flipped the switch on accident.
Yeah, which is just, that's all it is a switch. And it's like, leave that on, let us all play together.
Yeah, no, that was a big oopsie. And then when people realized that, oh shit, these guys are on PlayStation, and I'm playing it with them on Xbox. This is awesome. And then we're like, wait, we can crossplay now. And as soon as they turned that switch off and it stopped, everyone went in a fucking uproar.
I'm still in an uproar because, like I said, it should just be all one. It shouldn't be this whole, oh, Nintendo can now play with Xbox and PC. PC can play with with all three, and Sony literally can play with PC, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk more about it on our next podcast. I mean, we kind of talked about it in length on the day of Sony's thing. Yeah. But Overcooked 2 is coming out, which I think is cool. I'm hoping this weekend I can get Brett to play Overcooked with me, or tomorrow. So I tried to play it on my own, and fuck, dude, it's hard on your own. It's super hard on your own. There's only one mode.
Yeah, what do you have it on?
Xbox, because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So.
Then
Octopath Traveler again.
Which we talked about, and I said I might get on Switch instead of console.
Yep. Starlink, Battle for Atlas again.
Killer Queen Black.
Which I have no idea what the fuck that is.
I don't know either. Monster Hunter Generations.
Generations.
More Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Now we're just hitting doubles now. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I heard this is a pretty popular game that people are. It's a port from the 3DS, but people are super excited for it. Come out on Switch.
Hollow Knight.
FIFA, which I'm surprised they're coming over.
And then Super Smash Bros.
And this Super Smash Bros. Was like a 45-minute fucking trailer. And all it is...
It pissed me off, first of all.
It's not up. Don't say it's a fucking port.
It's a port.
They transferred...
They ported every single character from every Smash game onto this one.
It's Super Smash Ultimate. It has a release date, which is a lot later than everybody thought it was going to be. And they just brought in every character into it. And they added a couple new characters. But other than that, it's just every character that's ever been in. It's not a port.
No, it is. Technically, they just ported all the characters over to this game. I'll give you benefit of the doubt and say it is technically a new IP. Well, a sequel to the Smash. Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, I'm just hoping
they just ported over all their characters. They only added I think 4 new characters.
Yeah, they have over 100 roster now though.
Inkling, Daisy.
Those were shadow characters. I think that's what they called them.
Delta characters, I think they called them.
Yeah, Delta. That's right, Delta. I'm hoping that they have new maps, not just... Now, if they just kept all the same maps, then I'll say, yeah, it's a port. But they didn't show hardly...
I think it is a port. I think they're not going to have new maps.
Well, they showed a couple of the maps as they redefined and whatnot.
Right, but
I
think
the Donkey Kongs and the
but I think
Icebreaker map. And
I think it is just going to be a... I think they're going to rely more on people like Super Mario Maker style, is just make your own levels.
I mean, don't get me wrong, even if it's a port, then it's cool. It's still a Smash coming to Switch, which is badass. But, point being, I want new levels. Mm-hmm. I don't care about the characters being ported.
Alright, I think we should just call it here. I got 1% left on my phone.
Let's run through the dates real quick.
Alright, go ahead.
It won't take very long. So, after E3, these are what the games are coming out. In June, we got Hollow Knight, June 12th, Mario Tennis, June 22nd, Mario Rapids Kingdom DLC, June 26th, Nier Automata, June 26th, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, June 26th, The Crew 2, June 26th. We got,
Octopath Travelers,
in July
13th.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, July 13th. August, we got Overcooked 2, August 7th, We Happy Few, August 10th. Madden 19, August 10th. Command & Conquer, August 10th. Monster Hunter Generations, August 28th. And this is when shit starts getting crazy. September, Dragon Quest XI, September 4th. Destiny 2 Forsaken, September 4th. NBA Live, September 7th. Spider-Man, September 7th. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, September 14th. Xenoblade Chronicles, the DLC, September 14th. Spyro, September 21st. FIFA, September 28th. In October, we got Forza Horizon, October 2nd. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, October 5th. Super Mario Party, October 5th. Black Ops 4, October 12th. Starlink Battle for Atlas, October 16th. Battlefield 5, October 19th. Just Dance, October 23rd. Red Dead Redemption 2, October 26th. November, Hitman 2, November 13th. Fallout 76, November 14th. Let's Go Pokemon, November 16th. December, Just Cause 4. January, Just Cause 4 is on December 4th. January, Resident Evil 2, January 25th. Kingdom Hearts 3, January 29th. February, Crackdown 3, Crackdown 3 is coming out in 2019, sometime that month. Trials Rising, February 2019, sometime that month. Anthem, February 22nd. Metro Exodus, February 22nd. Days Gone, February 22nd. All of them are coming out on the 22nd. What the fuck? March, Division 2, March 15th. The games that were announced at E3 but had no date just said 2018. Final Fantasy XIV, the Monster Hunter World Crossover, Transference, Session, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition Winner, Tunic, Black Desert Fall, Dragon Ball Z Fighter. 2019, Wolfenstein, Youngblood, Gears Tactic. This is every game coming out in 2019. Battletoads, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, Jump Force, Jedi Fallen Order, Seas of Solitude, Babylon's Fall, Skull and Bones, Neo 2, Control, Walking Dead, The Walking Dead Final Season, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Cuphead DLC, Rage 2, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Demon Ex Machina, and then Unknown is Elder Scrolls, Starfield, Doom Eternal, Cyberpunk 77, Halo Infinite, Dying Light 2, The Quiet Man, Beyond Good and Evil 2, The Last of Us Part 2, Destiny, Death Stranding, Rapture, Rejects, Ghost of Tsushima, and Neo 2. Wait, why is Neo 2 on there twice? Neo 2 shouldn't be there. Whatever. But yeah, so we got a shit ton of games coming up, guys. A shit ton.
Yeah.
So.
Alrighty, everyone.
Alright, guys. This is a long one, but E3 was crazy. Oh, Matt, before we go, what was your favorite conference? What was the conference of E3 for you? Oh, who won it?
Like, who took the whole thing?
Yeah.
I'd say Microsoft.
Microsoft, I agree. Not just because they were the longest conference, but they had like
they had world premieres and all that, and then they started actually showing their exclusives and everything else.
There's studios that they bought and where they're going. I mean, they know they lost this generation. Now it's just look in the future. What game do you look forward to most out of all the games shown? Like, what got you the most excited?
Well, there's two, mainly. That was Kingdom Hearts and Devil May Cry. Yeah,
I have to say Kingdom Hearts. I want that game. It looks finished. I think they only delayed it because of the release dates of everything else. It's so crowded. There was no room for it in 2018 without it having competition. I think that's the reason why they delayed it. The worst conference of the night?
Sony.
So, which is a flip. Normally, Microsoft's the worst, and Sony's the best. Sony just... But you gotta understand, too, Sony already released all their big names. already, so they don't really have too much to show.
Yeah, I think.
But
I think next year's gonna be Sony. To be honest, I think next year's gonna be them because they're gonna be like, check out my new console and shit.
Yeah, but yeah, they'll start. I think Microsoft will have their console start showing too. But I mean,
you think it's gonna be called the Xbox 2?
Yeah, I think they're gonna go with what Sony's doing. Just go numeric. But I mean, I think Sony's E3 is going to be a little better than this year because they'll start developing more of their games. They'll have their new system. But I mean, most of their main big games just dropped this year. But that's still not an excuse. They didn't talk anything about backwards compatibility. They didn't talk about changing names. I mean,
if they had what they had, and then they were like, oh yeah, here's one secret thing. Even if they didn't have the changed names, which I know you and I want, if they didn't have that, and we're like, starting today, you're gonna get an update to do backwards compatibility, then they would have taken the whole show.
Yeah, I mean,
if they would have shown that, they would have taken all of E3. Everyone would have been like, are you fucking kidding me? You mean I can now play my PS3 games and PS2 games on there?
Yeah, I mean, Sony just showed their games that are coming up, and most of them, 90% of them, don't even have release dates. They don't say 2018, they don't say 2019, we don't even know when the fuck they're coming out.
Right.
So, I mean, really it was just a waste of time watching Sony's. And most of the stuff that we already knew was coming out, they had Resident Evil. That was their only, like, oh my god moment for Sony, was Resident Evil 2. They showed Kingdom Hearts, and they had the best Kingdom Hearts trailer. I will give them that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, Sony's was just a waste of time. And that was my highly amped one that I wanted to see with Sony's. And, yeah, it was a letdown. But, yeah, guys. All right, it's 12:30 here on the West Coast. It is definite bedtime.
Yeah.
And 3.5 hour podcast. We knew it was going to be a long one for E3, but holy fuck.
Yeah, so catch us next Friday. It'll be our usual hour and a half.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Landon will be in the next one. He told me that he'll come on the next one.
Yeah, he probably don't want to be in this one anyways. If Landon was here, it would be another 2 hours.
I think 3 hours. I think we'd be here until like 2 o'clock.
Yeah, right? But yeah. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Keep on gaming.
Keep on gaming.